One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
Hello,
Yo, how's it going, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Let me just check. Um, I need to share my screen down. Just a sec.
Uh,
Technology is not my forte.
Groovy.
Here we go. Can you see that all right, mate?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, cool. We're in.
So, what do you want to do? What are you thinking? Like pro ladder, normal ladder, casual?
Yeah, we'll play Pro Ladder because I mean,
Uh-huh.
I think where I'm at is like, I mean, I've been playing the game since like last October. Um,
Uh-huh. Well,
I think, oh, yeah, exactly.
it's
So
quite a
I've
while.
been in it quite early, and I've done
hmm
all right in tournaments and stuff. I've hit Grandmaster and stuff. So I think what it is like I really want to try and I kind of recognize where my ceiling is at the minute. And I think
Uh-huh.
it really is I mean, I'm what number 70 on Pro Ladder or something at the minute. I
That's
think
pretty
it's
good.
kind of like it's in those minute decisions, right? So like when I was watching you on Gwent Open last week, I was just like, fucking hell, just blowing my mind with your decisions. Because what I like to do is, when you watch something like that, I try to watch
hmm
it proactively and think, okay, what would I be doing here? What would I? And I was watching your games. I was, what would I be doing here? I'm like, nope, he hasn't done that. Like, nope,
Yeah, yeah.
so just not see. So I think a lot of it comes down to things like the minutiae of like sequencing, the stuff you talk about,
hmm
on your sensitive profile, like when to pass, when to bleed, when to sequence. No, and really getting into like the matchups as well. I find myself like getting confused and roping because I'm trying to figure out like what am I supposed to do in this matchup, and then
Uh-huh.
figuring it out once it's too late.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
So I'm kind of like keen today to go with a couple of good decks. I'm not trying to,
hmm
and really play them well and really focus on like the matchups and the passing and the bleeding and understanding the sequencing and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
sure.
I mean, what are your favorite? What are your which factions are you most knowledgeable with? Would you say?
So I mean, I'm pretty okay at monsters. I can play Northern Realms.
Hmm.
Spies is always fine. Skellige's okay. I can play anything, but in terms of just like the power level of the decks, I think Spies is probably up there,
Mm, mm,
and maybe Skellige as well.
mm. Because
But
bizarrely, I mean, like I've not actually ever done that well with spies.
uh-huh.
It's a deck I've kind of avoided playing, and I mean even like I remember playing to Grandmaster last season. I never played spies once, and I more
hmm
was thinking about teching against them rather than playing with them. So
Yeah, yeah.
I've kind of missed the boat a little bit with with the spies. They're not getting nerfed tomorrow, but yeah, I think that's definitely a deck we could if you're comfortable with with that one, then I'm definitely up for that.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're up for it, of
Yeah.
course you don't have to like go out of your way to play something you're not comfortable with, but
No, I really want to learn it. I really want to learn it, and
mhm.
I saw your Skellige deck that you took as well last weekend, which was quite interesting because, as
Uh-huh.
it
Yeah, I did
sound,
get to play it after
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you
all the
take some
bans.
kind of interesting choices in there, didn't you? Because you
Yeah,
put
but I mean, yeah, my strategy was to target Nilfgaard a bit, so
right,
with
right,
like
yeah,
Igni and stuff, so
um,
probably not the best for ladder.
no, no. It seems at the minute like everyone's playing Northern Realms in sort of what I've been seeing in there. So certainly
Yeah, yeah,
on
it's
my
very popular. Like Hensel, Foltest everywhere. Yeah,
mm, mm.
bit
All right,
crazy.
so yeah, I mean, if we'll maybe get into a few games with spies, and then maybe either monsters or Northern Realms or something as well. If we
Yeah,
play,
sure.
maybe go between the two.
hmm
Um,
Sounds good.
also was gonna ask, do you use a tracker, Freddie?
I don't, but I mean, I'm fine for you too. I
Hmm.
only don't use it just because it hinders in tournaments
Tournament
if you
stuff.
get used to it. So.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna. I use it, but I think I'm gonna sort of wean myself off it once I get
hmm
comfortable with this step next stage, then I think I'll wean myself off it because you can kind of do everything without it. It
Yeah,
just takes a
yeah,
bit
it just
longer, doesn't
takes.
it?
Yeah, exactly. You have
Yeah.
to focus a little bit more.
Mm.
Um,
And then the last thing as well, I just written down a few bits here was it'd be kind of cool to maybe at the end just like pick your brains for like 10 minutes about tournament theory a little bit because
yeah,
I
sure.
want to play more in more of the sort of open qualifier tournaments and stuff. And
Yep.
Just to really understand a little bit more about the kind of main differences and how you go about sort of deck selection, matchups, and things like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right. So we're on Pro Ladder. I'll just show you the decks then. Let's
Oh
sort
yeah,
the
okay.
decks out first, I guess. Uh, so with we're going to focus on Spice to start with, aren't we? So with Spice, what's the? I've seen there seems to be two main theories at the minute. One run is running like the Azari Roach combo,
Yeah.
and then the other one seems to be going with like the Guardian. Um,
Yeah, I guess it depends which kind of flavor you like more. I think the Guardian version is a bit better, but
yeah.
um,
And what's the
yeah,
thinking
I mean,
behind it? What's the main purpose of the Guardian versus that build?
so the Guardian is just really good for mirrors, basically. Like
Mm,
against Nilfgaard, you like that card is super strong because
mm,
Joachim and emissaries all get bricked, right?
yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the Asaya versions maybe better, like a bit more tempo early on, and like the finishers are a little bit stronger. But for that, you trade a couple of silver slots, which are pretty good. So
Mm,
I don't know. It's finding the balance there. Like, yeah,
mm.
I haven't actually played the Asai one for quite a while, so.
No, no. Well, we'll go with the Guardian. And the other choice I wanted to ask about
Mhm.
was well, obviously there's this gold. I know you ran assassination. I've kind of
Yeah,
gone muzzle to defend against like the Guardian and Enforcer's being stolen more than
yep.
anything.
Yeah, I
Um,
think Muzzle is proper.
is it? Okay. You
Yeah,
like taking your memes there.
yeah. I don't know what I was doing.
And then the other one I've
Nice.
just recently is this. So what I've been really uncomfortable with in Spies is Iris. I think Iris has lost me more games than it's won me when I've been using it, and I don't know why. I
Hmm.
don't know what I'm doing wrong. I get that like getting two enforcers down, it's an easy Iris, but outside of that, I really struggle with using Iris.
Mhm.
And Peter against the new Ailtel and against Consume, which is picking up at the minute. I've been finding that using Emir on Peter, for like a double Peter is
Yep,
just
yep,
a
yep.
ridiculous counter to like consume and stuff. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
So how do
Yeah,
you?
I'm pretty sure Peter's good. I'm debating myself which silver to take out for him, but like, yeah, I think that one's pretty safe for ladder, getting rid of Iris.
Yeah.
She can be awkward.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of points though is the only thing, but as long as you get value from Peter, it's fine because yeah, he's like good against pretty much every deck apart from Northern Realms Skellige, right? So
yeah. Northern Realms of Skellige, which they are kind of like
they are
pretty
pretty popular,
pretty
but
prominent. Mm,
yeah. I
mm,
mean, you shouldn't have too much issue with Skellige normally, just because Spice has a good matchup there, and Northern Realms, I don't know.
mm,
Maybe you can brick them with Guardian and then not give a damn about that, but.
mm. All right. So if we're going to just go with the fundamentals of it, what would you say then? Would you go? Should we go with Peter or Iris for now?
Um,
We're going to go on pro ladder,
honestly,
aren't
it's really just a judgment call, like how much consume are you gonna expect to see? Not that Iris is bad against consume, but Peter probably is more valuable.
we? Mm,
And like, yeah, that's pretty much the decision.
mm, mm.
And yeah, Spellitel as well, obviously. So I mean, up to you.
All right. Well, let's start out like this, and then
Yep,
maybe we can switch to Iris so we can kind of see the
the
difference.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I
Cool.
mean, Iris is really awkward sometimes, right? If you have to play her like round 2 or round 3 or whatever without
Yeah, that's what I'm finding. Like,
enforces.
and then I'm like, oh, do I mulligan Iris away? Do I keep her? And then I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I could maybe get this combo off, but then if he fucks this combo, then I am really screwed because there's nothing I can do. So it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Okay. I think we're at something. I think I'm at like I don't even know what I'm at on. I don't even know what I'm at on this actually right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
give it a look.
I think I am on BJ Brave. So I am currently on 1223 MMR. That's after
Uh-huh.
100
Yep.
matches. So it's not great, is it, for Nilfgaard?
Well, I can't really talk because mine is like really bad, but I've been playing some memes, so
Oh, have you?
yeah.
Right. So, okay. The other thing I've
So
been looking at is like openers as well, because I'm seeing like Adzikov is starting to throw back things like Imperial Brigades and the
mhm.
Enforcers, which I used to keep. Different
Yeah,
people seem to do different things.
Yeah, I've heard different things from like life coach says you should keep them, and Atikov Game King says you shouldn't. So
Mm,
I don't know. Personally, I think you can get rid of them if you have too many, but keeping one is fine because
mm.
it gives you a like proactive play to do.
That's not a
So
bad hand, actually.
I'd get rid of Infiltrator though every time really, and also Emissary here because you have
Emissary.
uh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Just because when you have uh, two on hand plus Sealak, that's like more than enough
Oh, right.
stuff. Like if you put one back in and have two in hand with the Sealak, you have three, right? Because of
Mm,
Emir, and
mhm.
then you can chain them into the other ones and then get enforcers for more damage. So
Oh, that's interesting. See,
that's
I've always been keep going for like maximum holds and
uh
spies. So that's something I've learned already. That's cool.
yeah.
Okay. So do we open with Imperial Brigade or would you open with straight
So I
into a
mean, you
spread?
could even open with like the Rainfall and Cantarella, right, and just bully him with
Uh,
Menno. I mean, there's like an argument not to do that because he might summoning circle or whatever, but like, most of the time I don't have an
oh
issue with
yeah, we'll
this.
keep him
Oh,
that.
that's good.
We'll keep him that. As if that was the top card. That was quite lucky.
Yeah,
Ah, fuck. Here we go.
yeah, but I mean here this is like pretty fine because you've got the pressure of Menno and Guardian, right? You can just slam both of them, probably Guardian first, and then
Mm.
uh, if you get him to commit the Hensult, then it's really good for you because you can just get out of the round. And if he doesn't commit Hensult, then you get two card advantage. So it's like win-win.
So with this opening player, we'll play Guardian in a minute. But with this opening player,
Yep.
obviously we lost coin toss, didn't we? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we lost coin
Yeah.
toss.
No. You won coin toss.
Oh yeah, sorry, he played
Yeah.
that first, right. So he won.
Yeah. You
We
don't.
won
You
coin
don't.
toss.
hmm You don't want to play the spy usually if you lose to coin toss.
Right. So this is only if we win the coin toss.
Yeah, and you can just like pressure for win on even cards, whatever.
Right. Got you.
Actually, you should probably play around Scorch here. Oh no, never mind.
I'm thinking it's looking like a muzzle, isn't it?
Oh, yep, definitely.
We've
So
always
I
got your
mean,
Gwent Slam tactic
yeah,
over.
that might actually be the correct play.
The other thing as well, the commentators were going, that was the only thing you could do. But the other thing that you could have done was play Celiac
Oh yeah, and buff it up
and
with
buff it
Bloodbath.
up.
Yep.
You did actually have Celiac in hand when he was saying that. I was thinking, no, it's not the only thing you could do.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, you could do that, right, if you wanted. It might
Right.
be the safer play here.
The other thing is then if he does want to scorch, right, we
Hmm.
guarantee the Guardian value.
Yeah, sure. I think that's
Should we bounce it
pretty
back
good
with
idea.
the
Yeah,
leader?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bounce it. No reason not to really. You're gonna need the thinning later.
Guess we put it there, right?
Yep, that's good. Um, so I mean, if he, but that was a lot of points as well. So he might just have to play the Hansel, whatever.
So what we're looking to do versus, so when we're playing against Northern Realms,
Yep.
especially Henzel, I actually hit GM with Henzel last season, so
Oh
I played
really?
Villain Trettenmerth, so I'm
Uh,
always thinking about Villain Trettenmerth. So I'm thinking like I
yep.
really, winning, having control around one is quite important because then
hmm
I can bleed and get Villain Tret out round two. So that's generally the strategy I'm going against. But you're saying
Yep, for
if we
sure.
can get Henzel out, then it's okay to pass.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's used Summoning Circle, right? So he actually doesn't have an answer to your Infiltrator Menno
Infiltrator men on Bill, yeah.
yeah, he can't do anything about that. So
Hmm.
you're not like super vulnerable to it. Normally, yeah, for sure against Hensel, it's usually better to win the round, like, than lose the round, right?
Hmm.
It's just a given.
Hmm.
Even if you're going first and you have to go two cards down, like, that's something you want to do. Yeah,
Wow, he's
it's
let us have
pretty
it.
easy.
Yeah, even cards. And the other thing we've got this guy, haven't we? Vilgefortz as a
Uh-huh.
kind of last
Yeah.
last minute kind of kill villager and then the all
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
kind of play. Kind of worked
People have
actually.
done that against me before, and I've been like, oh shit, what do I do? Yeah.
Yeah, because generally Northern Realms getting a bronze like last is not going to be too amazing.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay, so
So here it's the mulligan's either brigade or infiltrator. Probably infiltrator, I would say.
Yeah. See, I've been keeping infiltrators and definitely need to
They're
understand
just,
like what to keep and what to throw back.
I mean, infiltrators are, yeah, they're not terrible to keep. I just like having the engines in hand
Mm,
sometimes.
mm,
I'd prefer to have that over an infiltrator because you can just like, for example, here you can just play a brigade, right, if you wanted to.
mm.
Mm. And I think that's probably what you end up doing actually, because you need to get rid of the Henselt and
We've
get rid of
we've got to get rid
potential.
of Henzar, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a better proactive play than just an infiltrator, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for
Mm.
sure. So I mean, your proactive plays are usually Guardian and then engines if you have them. Like you never want to play Emissary on open board, right? That's just
No.
a pretty bad idea.
Mm. Okay. We've still got
And like,
3 enforcers and 3 infiltrators.
uh-huh. And the
Mm.
thing, like, if even if they remove the brigade or whatever, then that's fine because you want to keep your own forces alive if you can. Those are more important
Mm.
because they're removal.
Yeah, exactly. So putting that out, we can always, and we can also guarantee if we play emissary now and get the enforcer and kill the emissary, we guarantee the medic, and we
Yep.
guarantee the 2 deployment value, don't we, from the 6, rather than just playing
Mhm.
it out
Yep. Yep.
now. Cool.
Exactly.
I've also seen a couple of guys using like Vanamir quite early when they know they want a long round. Is that
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
play?
You should definitely do that. Like, if you know you're going to play the round out, Vanhamar Frost is just really good.
Right. So we're not worried about weather with Hens, are we? Even though
I
I
mean,
I did actually run Golden Ragnarok and the thingy combo, the White Frost with the
uh-huh.
gold, the golden mage, forgot my name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think that's kind of died now, isn't it? That combo.
Kira, yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably don't Vanhammer here though. Oh, it's tricky because he probably has the sergeants, which clear skies, right? So
Oh yeah,
might
yeah,
be a bit risky.
yeah, exactly.
On the other hand, like if it works, it's really good. So yeah, maybe.
Mm,
Otherwise, you just emissary and try find enforcer. But I think the Vanhammars, yeah, you can do it and
yeah.
just see what happens. He'll probably clear, but it's not too bad.
Mm. I mean, the other thing is anime often can often struggle if they got like armor and stuff. Although Henselt's not
Yep.
usually much of an armor archetype, isn't it?
Yeah, potentially. And to be fair, the Vanhamar Frost is actually better when you have Iris because you can, yeah, trigger it a
Yeah.
lot. But um, yeah, I think it's still. Well, the point is you don't need to win this round, right? So
Mm.
you're not too concerned about points. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, taking some gambles for, to gain some more cards or whatever and
Mm.
bleed him with stuff.
So what are we looking to bleed? And what in this sort of scenario? I mean, obviously Henselt's the big one, right? We're trying to get
Yep,
Henzelt
yep.
out. Are we like once we see Henzelt, we're kind of willing to pass, or are we actually trying to get down to a sort of certain finish here, like a certain 2 or 3
hmm
card
Yeah,
finish?
so you wanna basically thin your deck out,
Yeah.
like especially if you didn't have gold cards or Wakim or whatever. You definitely want to play like most of your cards, if not all of them.
Mm.
And the thing is, like Northern Realms is so bad in top deck wars, so it might be the case that you can even like literally play down to 0 cards and then just beat them on the top deck. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, here I mean, there's no reason really to pass.
Mm.
Uh,
Even though he's got the
and
hands out early, everything you just said is it's about draining him now, isn't it? And playing out
yeah,
the
yeah,
thin.
yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, he might have. Yeah, even if he plays Taler or whatever, you can still play out because you have the engines, which will get loads of points. So
Yeah. So I think we put this in the frost because we need to start getting these in the
yeah,
graveyard, right?
yep, yep. That sounds good. And you can stagger the brigades as well by doing that. So yeah, I'd definitely kill the Henselt here with the enforcers.
Right.
What do
So
you
we're
know?
trying to kill crewmen
Yep, that's pretty important.
over the machines.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, this is looking good. Like when you're in control of the round as spice, it's just so strong because all the engines are
Hmm.
crazy value.
Yeah, I think this is one of the. I mean, there's a lot about this deck's very complex, isn't it? Even though it's powerful, it's very complex,
Mm.
and I think
Yeah.
I think there's a lot about the decision making that I've been doing wrong or not really understanding. And one of them is definitely, like when to. I mean, I totally understand the draw Hensel out, but other than
Yeah.
it's sort of how far to go, why, and when
Yeah,
to
I mean
bleed
it's different for every matchup as well as the
matchup,
thing,
isn't it?
right? And
Yeah, yeah.
like it's something that you don't like. It's not easy to just learn straight away. sort of comes with time.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to just like, I can talk about every matchup and just go through them all.
Yeah, well, I think it would be
Definitely.
good to have a bit of an overview on it. I mean, the one that confuses me the most is actually the mirror. And I've seen
Yeah,
some people do like dry pass round one in the
yeah.
mirror and all, and I'm like, what is going on? I have no idea. Just no idea.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
mirror's a bit of a weird one for sure.
so what I would normally do is, um,
Yeah, I mean, Vico and Emissary are both,
yeah,
perfectly fine.
I think we'll get
Probably Emissary's good, yeah.
another emissary in for now. So we need to break. What do we need to break up? These guys, right?
Yeah,
There's
that
not
sounds good.
much
So I
going on.
mean, you got the Shani already, which is pretty huge. So yeah, you take the Emissary and just
Yeah.
chain it up. This is looking nice. Enforcers, yeah. Fantastic. And then you could probably just like, you could maybe even shoot the crewman, yeah. Just try ping him down. It's going to take quite a lot of shots, but get there eventually. And you have one of the emissaries already in the graveyard, so
Yeah.
don't need to kill it. This is the ideal time for Iris, right? Like that'd be
Exactly. Yeah, it's typical, isn't
pretty
it?
killer. Yeah.
I do want to learn how to use Iris, but I don't know what it is about in this deck.
I think she is an awkward card just inherently, right? Like
Hmm.
disloyal. Yeah.
I mean, I'm good
But
with her in Eridin. I'm good with her in my I've got a Northern Realms deck, which
uh,
it was Hive King's list, and if you saw it with the
Vernon Roach.
yeah, it actually has
Yeah,
quite a strong
it's
finish for Northern
hmm
Realms. Great with it in that deck, but just this deck, I find it really clunky. I mean, obviously this
yeah.
is ideal, right? Like you get this, but
hmm
it's rare that you get this.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's sometimes you just have to hope they don't have an answer and just throw it down, but
Hmm.
it's a bit risky. Even so, this is not looking too bad. So, I think I play Cielak here. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
The other thing with celiac is when to use the other options, right? Like
Yep.
I'm,
So I
it's
mean, yeah, like
you could
here you could maybe even use the ambassador to protect
you do
the
that.
enforcer. Yeah, I don't really hate that play that much since you don't need to thin because you have. But at the same time, like emissary is really good as well, right? Like
Yeah, because
so.
we've still
I
got
mean,
Nausicaa in there, so
yeah.
with
I should
playing
probably take.
what's his face.
hmm
Now we still need to actually kill another one of these as well.
Yep. So tag the 12 or the
Oh
7. It's
shit!
fine.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's fine.
so we're
And
going to
then
kill that off first
kill
of
that, and
all. We
then
need to kill one of these,
yep.
and then uh,
Just Shani or whatever.
kind of done something he can't resurrect, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, he's already
That's
resurrected anyway. Like shit. What am I about?
yeah. I mean, fresh crew or whatever the siege platform healed them up. Yeah. No, I mean this is pretty good, right?
Yeah, we're in a fairly strong position here. Right, we need to kill this.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, even he obviously would have killed that. Right, we start getting these going.
Get them rolling. So yeah, I think you know what to do. Sounds good to me.
Just get
And
this
then,
guy going.
yep.
We don't need to kill any more emissaries, do we?
No. Safe now. Get full Imperial Brigade value and be happy.
Yeah. I mean, is there an argument to say, last turn we should have played the brigade? Because technically we could have got two more
Yeah.
value right before we killed that.
Yep. There's definitely an argument there.
Hmm.
And I guess it depends how much you value like killing the crewman before he can
Hmm.
play machines, right? Like how many points is that worth?
I mean, now we could get 2, 4. If we get no, well, if we got an infiltrator, we could kill that off.
Uh-huh.
So do we
How
play the
much?
spy?
Uh, yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to, right? To play the other emissary. Um, you can always, play the infiltrator after anyway, so it's fine.
So we play the infiltrator, don't we? Because we've
Yep,
still got
yep.
3, and
Yeah,
then we
it's really good.
tag the 12 now and
Mhm.
kill this off. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good. And just shoot maybe the 10 or whatever. Yeah.
All right, because if we reses that back up, it's only up to base value, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you probably wouldn't ever use it on one of the towers, but you never
No,
know.
no.
Still may as well play around the points.
Mm. God, this is so weird. It never plays like this when I'm playing football. This is like the dream. This has been like the dream.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
pretty.
he did give us a
Hmm.
fairly easy pass. He took a
Yeah, yeah,
fairly weird pass, I think, round one, didn't he?
yeah, for sure. But like, yeah, I mean, if you win coin flip with spies, you can just do that a lot of the time and
Mm.
bully them out effectively. So yeah, I
So
think.
I guess we just play this guy now, right?
Yep, yep. It's great. And you can play Vilgefortz this round as well. You can probably just 2-0 him.
Oh, this shit! I tell you what, there's no even point talking to me about this, Freddie, because my brain, I don't know what it is. Even though I played this deck all season, my brain just completely forgets this combo every single time I play Henselt, and
Yeah,
I just cannot seem to. I don't know.
don't worry
It's
about
weird.
it. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, sometimes you want to play around it, but here, there's no point. Like,
Now we have
yeah,
thrown away a potential answer to Villain Trap, but I guess we're just going to bleed
nah,
and
it's yeah,
be
you're
out with
gonna
it
play
now.
pretty much everything here. Like,
Mm. Mm.
Peter's good. Yeah, you just throw him on the infiltrator at the back, and then the 6 strength. No, not that guy. Your guy. So you buff
Oh
him up.
right, sorry, the infiltrator. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's 11-point Peter's not.
It's not the end of the
It's,
world, is it?
yeah, it's okay.
Mm. I mean, what would we have got for this guy? Would we have got 2, 5? We'd only got 5, wouldn't we, off him? So that would have
Hmm.
been 10 points.
Yeah, and I mean,
But,
you're gonna mano that one anyway, so.
mm. Oh, are we going to Menno this round then?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, where's your other target going to be? Like, he's not going to play, like, unless you're going to Mano the Villain Trettonmirth, but that doesn't even activate if you Mano this round, so, because there won't be enough cards, right, for next
Mm.
round. So,
So
yes.
what we're looking to do is play this, just basically one card and play Joachim. Is that what we were
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
to do?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. Or
Right.
you want to play, if you have to against Henselt, you can play the Joachim as well,
Yeah.
and just then go into top deck. Uh,
Okay.
like, the Joachim will always force out, like, 2 cards from them, probably, so,
Right.
as
Okay.
long as there's nothing funky going on, like Henselt or Bork or whatever.
Okay. So just we'll just have a little quick overview of the matchups then.
Yeah,
So
sure.
versus let's talk about the mirror first then.
Yep. So the mirror's pretty tricky. Like uh, having the guardian will or not will be a pretty big like influence over what you do.
Hmm.
So that card's really important. So if you do have it and you're going first, dry passing is a possibility. Just because it's really bad playing from behind,
Mm.
and you're not too sad to have like half a card down in round 3. That's not the end of the world as long as you break their draws with guardian.
Right.
Obviously, if they have guardian as well, it's bad for you, but oftentimes it's just it's worth it to hope they don't have it and dry pass, and then they either dry pass back or they play the round, right?
So you would only dry pass if you've got the Guardian and you lost coin toss.
Yes, basically.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, if
yeah.
if not, you basically have to play the round out, and if they play guardian, see if you can muzzle it. And at that point you're in a pretty bad spot, right? You don't have one of the most important cards, and you lost the coin toss, so
Mm.
troubles. But yeah, and if you win the coin flip and they dry pass, then it's probably best for you to play the round out, the second round.
If I win the
Although
coin
that's
flip and they dry pass, play the round out.
yeah, but that's it's kind of up to debate. It depends like how high value your hand is effectively. And even when you're going first and you decide to dry pass or not, it's like dependent on whether you have a solid hand. Like if it's all bronzes and no golds, like you're never going to win around 3, right? So
Mm.
you need to kind of balance that. If you have all your golds, Wakim, everything, like yeah, go for it. You can head into round 3. If not, then you need to thin out and try to get ahead of your opponent at some point. The other
Right.
thing to
Mm.
keep in mind is like in the mirror, Amir is really strong because you can return Wakim, you can return Iris, you can return Spy as well. So like don't just jump on the Sealac straight away.
Yeah.
If you feel free to hold it. Even for Peter, like to knock down Imperial Brigades and stuff, like it's
Mm.
pretty good.
Yeah. I think you need him for the tech stuff, don't you? Yeah.
Hmm.
I've also saw. I think it was Crokies I saw play his own Joachim, and then he
Oh yeah.
played Emir into muzzle. So he stole Joachim back and then bounced Joachim back to
Oh,
double Joachim.
that's really smart.
Cool
I
combo,
mean,
isn't it?
if you if you can pull that off, yeah, why not?
It's gonna help.
Yep.
Double your keen, and it also stops him from doing what you said about obviously the
Yeah,
bouncing,
yeah, yeah.
him bouncing your keen back and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
really neat.
So when you're playing against Nilfgaard in general, though, are you trying to sort of break?
Uh-huh.
One of the things I've been having a little bit of success with is trying to break up their engines, right? So like,
Uh-huh. Yep, yep.
look counting. Okay, in this round he's played two of these and two of these. That's a good time to pass because I've played fewer engines, therefore I will be stronger in the next round.
Yep,
Does
for sure.
that
Yep,
make
yep.
sense?
That is another thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Like you wanna, if you see the opponents committing onto that round with, enforcers and stuff, you can either match that or you can just get out. But it's tricky, obviously, if you lose coin flip because then,
Yeah,
you're gonna end
yeah,
up going cards down if you, or whatever.
yeah.
Like if you pass and yeah. So I mean, it's all about matching matching how many engines they play, or yeah, getting out of the round at an appropriate time. Like if you can play like low commit till like I don't know, they play an enforcer, you play guardian, they play a brigade, you play I don't know, muzzle or something. Like if that happens, then you're just gonna win round three because you have more engines and they're pretty strong. So
Mm,
it's definitely something to keep in mind. And against the spies in general, yeah, like you can't play a long round when they have four engines. You're just gonna lose. So
mm.
either round one or two, you're gonna need to break them up, make them play some of them. So it's definitely right.
Right. Okay. Um. Okay. So what about Northern Realms matchups then?
Yeah. So well, there's quite a lot of different Northern Realms decks, right? So
Let's go with the
uh,
what we're seeing at the minute. We seem to be seeing a lot of. I'm coming across a lot of Radovid and a lot of fault, a little bit of Fall Test, less Hensel
uh-huh.
actually at the minute.
Yep, yep.
And it seems to be like they're all kind of similar, with the main difference being whether they use a few machines or not in the Radovid.
Yeah, yeah.
So the one you
Yeah.
were
So I
playing
mean,
yesterday had machines in it, didn't it?
that one's yeah.
It's like the
I'm
Raikou
not sure how
version.
popular it is though. I think it's a little bit on the low right now. Not many people playing it, but
Mm,
yeah, for Radovid in general, you tend to want to bleed them if you can. Like the key card that you need them to play is infantry because that's like the big finisher play.
mm,
And also Dijkstra if you can get out of them. Like generally against Northern Realms, just if you can, you want to either secure card advantage, have all your engines, although that's a bit dubious because they can always kill them with machines, right?
mm.
Um, or the third way is to bleed them like all the way and then top deck because spies will, if you have like a Vic of Aro, that's always going to be better than a whatever. Um, yeah, or alternatively, Joachim versus Dijkstra or something else, you're usually going to win that trade. So
Mm.
it's all about bleeding them down. Like if you have to play a long round against machines, you're maybe in trouble because especially against like Radovid, they can lock your enforcers and they basically shut down all your engines and have their own engines effectively with the crewmen. So
Okay, so basically you've got to play hard in round one, then, haven't you? Because either
yep,
you're
yep.
winning round one, or you're either winning round one, at which you can bleed round two, or you're losing round one, but you've already bled
Hmm.
everything out in round one, right?
Yep, yep. I mean, you can go two cards up if you're able to. That's not usually going to be an issue,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if you know, like if you don't have to use spy and if you have guardian and stuff like that, then two card advantage is fine. Like you're gonna be happy with that. But
Mm.
generally, like especially when you lose coin flip, it's you really want to try to win round one if you can.
Mm. And if we win coin flip, are we similar to what we just did in the last game? Are we good if we've got it in hand? Are we good to play the whole Cantarella or Rain Farm into Cantarella combo?
Yep, yep, that's fine to do. Like there are some Northern Realms decks which don't even have spy, like the one I was playing yesterday, and
Mm.
some other Radovids don't run it. So if they also don't have spy, that's like it's super good to play it because obviously they have to play a card or pass.
Mm.
Either way, it's really good for you. So
Would you do that opening
um,
with just Cantarella, or only when you've got the Rain Farm into Cantarella, so you can threaten, tempos with it?
yeah, well, it's usually fine. Like if you have the Menno and the Cantarella, you can just yeah, as long as you can get ahead. If they start with some crazy like big point opener and you can't get ahead after playing Menno, right? Then
Yeah, then you're screwed.
you shouldn't do that.
No, right. So Rain
And you
Farm.
shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, right? Because yeah, like it also depends on the matchup. Like maybe against Scoia'tael, you don't want to do something like that. You'd rather keep the Cantarella to bleed in round two,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
for example, or something along those lines. And Menno is really strong against Scoia'tael. So Uh, yeah.
Right.
But
So
in general, I think it's safe to do, especially on ladder. Like, ladder players are going to panic quite a bit when you throw out a spy at them, and they're like, "Oh dear."
yeah.
Um,
So versus Scoia'tael and maybe Skelliger, you should save Cantrella to bleed
yeah, yeah,
or fight
definitely.
their
Yeah,
carrier.
Skellige is the other one. Yeah, can be a bit dangerous to play it because, well, then again, I think it's still fine most of the time. But
Because if you win against Skelliger, right, one card down, which is usually acceptable. If you've already
mhm.
played your spy, you're going to go into round three a card down, right?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, you should never like start with the spy if you lose coin toss, right? Because they could just like, you know, pass away potentially, and then you have no spy and problems or whatever.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
but I mean, against Skellige, the different routes are you have to win on even cards. That's the first option. You have to win a card down and have spy and Emir if they haven't played spy, because then you can play your Pantarella and reuse their spy, so you get card advantage back.
Yeah.
Or you kill their carryover and then dry pass. Those are like the three routes you can take.
Hold up. So win with Cantrella and Emir,
Yeah,
or
so
or
if they
further.
haven't played their spy already,
Yeah, of course.
you can only win a card down if you have Cantarella and Emir,
Right.
or if they have no carryover and you just dry pass.
Got you.
Otherwise, you just go for the win on even cards.
Yeah.
Um,
What was the third option? So win on even cards, win one card down with Cantrella and Emir, and then you said the
yeah,
third one.
and win without them having any carryover, so no
Win without
Morkvarg
carry.
or Gid or whatever.
Yeah.
Some decks only play Morkvarg, for example, so
Yeah.
you can shoot him down and then dry pass. I mean, I guess there's another option, which is win two cards up or lose two cards up, but
Yeah, of
and
course.
that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah. That's
sometimes
always
happens
it.
as well, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, I mean, like if you just follow that sort of rule, that general premise, you'll
hmm.
pretty much win like every time you can do that because yeah,
And
it's just like
against Skelligo, we're looking for the rain fart finisher
yeah, just Joaquin Rainfall. You always need to play a last card though in
to
case
get
of
that. Yeah.
Scorch or
Of course.
Coral or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I see people sometimes playing it earlier and you just can't do that.
Well,
It
what
will
was
lose you
clever?
games.
What's clever in the when you've got Iris though, right? Because you can play it early to try and draw out the
The Coral, yeah, yeah,
coral, and then you can play Iris. But obviously, in this version, I can't do that. So
yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, Iris is kind of dodgy against Skellige anyway, right? Like if you're
mm,
forced to play that in round three, like with the Joaquin, then you might just lose as a result of having like a dead card. But
okay. And then what about the one we haven't talked about is monsters, I guess, right? So what about the
uh,
monster match?
Monster's a bit weird, like depending on the variant. So Eredin is probably the easiest to play against, I guess. Like for spies, Consume's a bit trickier.
Yeah. What's you thinking about consume then? What would you
So
do there?
Consume, I mean, you have the Peter, so you
Double Peter.
can kind of deal with stuff. Yeah, I mean, the most important thing, like it's sort of similar to the Skellige thing. Like you want to, win with Spy and Emir if you can. It's a bit safer to win with only Spy because a lot of them don't run Frightener, so
Mm,
or they, are unlikely to draw it because monsters don't have much thinning. Um, but yeah, it's a lot harder to win with them having no carryover, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that matchup's just about finding a moment you can pass where you're not too far behind in terms of power for the next round and card advantage. But it is definitely a tricky matchup. Like Consume's notorious for being good against Spires at this point. Even with Peter, it's still a bit tricky. But
Mm. I
I
mean,
mean, Peter helps. Like,
do you look to 2-0 them if you win round one, or
yeah, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I mean,
do you dry
depends what
pass
your
round
hands.
two if you've petered and bouncing back on like a one necker? Do you just dry pass round two?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dry. Well, in general, if you can dry pass, it's probably best to do that because you get an extra card, right?
Mm,
Even if they play their, carryover card, it's effectively the same as, playing the round out. Except
exactly.
maybe they can't like eat a necker or whatever for more points. So yeah, in general, dry passing is best. But if they have lots of carryover, you might just have to go for the 2-0. If they have like an Ekimara or something to stop your dry pass, and maybe you just play the whole round out.
Okay.
Uh, um,
Okay, let's get into another game and see what we get.
yeah, sure. So I
Okay.
mean, versus Eridan, it's pretty different. Like Eridan, to beat that, you just have to deal with all of their frosts or all of their riders, and clear 2 frosts at a time with Van Hamar, and that's pretty much how you win that one.
And what are you mainly doing to deal with the riders? Are you trying to
So
Ekimara them down? Are you trying to,
yeah, I mean, you can just
or is it just
damage them.
any way you can basically? Is it?
Well, it's like when I say deal with them, it's just as long as like they don't have them in round 3,
Mm,
then you're safe, right? So
mm.
yeah, it's quite tricky to get all of the frosts and all of them out, but either you want a short round so Iris isn't a problem, or you need to get rid of those.
Mm,
It's the options.
mm.
I think monsters in general is pretty tricky for spies.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Although I think if you can get a short round 3 against them,
Uh-huh.
um, I mean, then again, some of them are now playing this whole
Yeah,
uh,
monster nest stuff. Yeah.
monster nest finish. Although if you suspect that, then you've got Peter option, haven't you?
Yep. Yep.
Or even Vilgefortz. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Vilgefortz in
a
that 20
possibility.
is not it's not the end of the world, is it? Against monsters,
Hmm.
because often they'll pull like a harp, Selena
Yeah, yeah,
Harpy
yeah.
or Slizzard or something that's dead.
Hmm.
Okay, so back to Mulligan. What are we trying to do here?
Yeah. So here I would go Enforcer first, so you can pull them out, blacklisting,
Blacklisting them, yeah.
and then just drop some infiltrators. Happy keeping the brigade, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you really like to get rid of the infiltrators, then, don't you? In round one.
Yeah,
Round
I don't think that they're good.
one.
Well, like they basically add on to the chain that you can make with emissaries, right, and
Yeah.
enforcers. So it's kind of awkward if you have to play them from hand. They're not terrible from hand, but
So in
yeah,
terms of enforcers, brigade, and these guys,
yep.
you would say get rid of enforcers first, then infiltrators, then brigade,
Well,
or depending on the number and
yes,
obviously blacklisting to get your gold and silvers.
yeah. It also depends on the matchup. Like if you know their deck has a lot of ways to deal with enforcers, like Frost and Drowners and stuff, or Skellige has, yeah, you can go ahead, Guardians, great. Um, yeah, like if they have a lot of removal for your enforcers, it's better to get them in the deck, so you get some guaranteed value from pulling them out.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay. Right. Well, we've drawn out Coral, so Joachim's okay. Do we
yeah,
start with the brigade then?
yeah, Brigade is fine. Yes, I mean against Skellige, as we said, right? You're happy to just play this round up until the point that you need to use Cantarella or Amir, and at that point you need to work out how you're gonna, get card advantage back or whatever.
Mm.
So right now you're fine.
Start chaining.
Yep, sounds good.
I don't think there's any reason to go anywhere specific.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
hit the chain.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Find that enforcer.
There we go.
There we go.
So do we want to try and kill? You said the third condition was about him having no. I didn't look
Yep.
in his graveyard actually. He might have all good, but
Yeah. Uh,
I
yeah.
guess
I go for it. Go for it.
one.
And then 1, 2, and then hit, and then one of the guys emissaries. Yeah. Yep.
Cool. So let's have a look. He
Yeah, he
does
does
have
have
all
all
good,
good,
so we're not going to.
which
So
is a
that
bit
one.
annoying.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that one's off limits. Okay,
Uh huh.
Storm Enforcer. Lovely. Very nice of
Yeah.
him.
So now I would just Vicar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're going to
you're.
save him because of what you said. See, I've been playing him too early. I might have gone him into him thinking I need the tempo, but like you've said,
Uh,
you have him and Cantorella, don't we, to counter his spy in round 2.
yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing the Emir for Siak. Like, if you do that though, you're kind of committed to winning on even.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, you see, I'd not thought of that, so that's a really cool little learning point for me.
Uh-huh.
Now, the other thing is, Skelly, I'm forever going around in my head. Do I play around Lacerate? Do I play around Whale Harpooners?
Yeah, I think that just don't row stack at the beginning is the main thing.
Don't roast.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, you want to reduce the well harpoon
Let's
damage.
kill
So
that.
yeah, I'd hit Morkvarg and then emissary again probably.
Can't remember
And
which one.
Ceres is going to come out as well, so not yet obviously, but
Yeah. Do we want to
after
get
the
Ceres out in round 1?
yeah, it's fine.
Because he might be
probably.
thinking about some sort of pass here, right? So that she comes out next turn.
Yeah, potentially. But as long as you can overtake him without using Emir or Cantarella, like, you're fine, right?
Mm.
You're just going to be able to get the card advantage, bleed him, and then have Joaquin for round 3 and win the game.
So should we Celiac now, or should we just carry on with
I
the...
would just Vico again, yeah.
Yeah, because we've got
Because
this
those
guy
are,
now.
yeah,
So,
they're
right.
less valuable in this matchup.
Okay, so we don't need to kill any more spies now.
Yep.
Definitely take the
Another
enforcer.
Enforcer is really good.
Right, now he's started to
So,
roast at me, hasn't he? So,
so the question is, yeah, I'd still put it, yeah, front row is fine, I think.
you reckon?
Yeah, because he'll just get the extra value on the Whale Harpooner anyway, right? With the
Now, do we want to kill that and bring out thingy now, or do we need to catch up on tempo a bit
it will come out anyway because of the you revived a
Oh,
guy,
right,
so
right.
yeah, you should hit the
You should
Mortbag.
hit mod, right?
And then Bran,
I guess, right? Because we don't want him
whatever.
resurrecting that.
Yep. And maybe Coral, Mortbag again, or Coral, like.
Is there anything you can
Maybe
do?
not even Mortbag, yeah, it's not worth it. You shouldn't have a way to buff it or whatever, so. This is looking good, like.
Oh, he's passed.
Yep, that's good.
Okay, so now we can do
So-
our go one card down because we've got Cantarella and Emir for next turn.
Yeah,
Right?
I think you should play Infiltrator here just because if he doesn't end up having Spy, then you can still Emir Silac, right?
Of course, yeah.
And that's good news for you. But yeah, this is a really good spot because obviously you can just bleed him out now. Like with Skellige, you need to go into round 3 with them not having Ceres if you can.
Mm.
It can be quite tricky because maybe they've got a nice hand for maintaining, stopping Ceres from coming out.
So we kind of want to get Ceres out now and then bleed him, make him use all these reses, right? So that in round 3 it doesn't come out. Is
Yep.
that what you're saying?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. What do we get rid of here? It has to be one of the
So
spies,
I'd get rid
right?
of I get rid of Joaquin, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean you're happy to start with the Cantarella here if you want. Just you get to see if he has Spy or not.
Check that out.
Good. Yeah, Van Hamar's fine.
What else have we got?
I think it's okay to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No issue.
We don't want to risk getting Joaquin.
Yep.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the end of the world.
I
But...
suppose we can mulligan it back, can't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, one of the questions I have here as well is obviously we're now setting up a rain farm Joaquin finisher.
Mm-hmm.
So say we were trying to go deep in the round, would you play Vilgefortz knowing that you could end up pulling Joaquin? I've made that mistake before, and it's just like my whole game plan's gone.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends how like desperate you are. Usually I wouldn't do it. But, yeah.
Kind of means you need to be thinking about one of them then, do you, in round 3 for him to play off of?
Yes, potentially. Or I mean, you can always just hit the rain farm if they don't have Coral or whatever, and
so
or you just risk it, and yeah. But yeah, I'd play the Van Hammer here.
Oh, you would play Van Hammer?
Yeah, just get the frost down. Okay. Since you know you're going to be bleeding, like Van Hammer's bad in a short round, so you may as well get him out. And he probably doesn't have Alderac, otherwise he would have played it already, right? That's the assumption you can make. I mean, well, maybe not, because he knows you have Emir, but...
Yeah, exactly. So I'd kind of want
to... Yeah, so I mean...
one option here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I thinking here? Is it worth, right, looking at what he's played,
Yep.
If he's playing Sigdrifa or Restore, then it looks to me like that's his target.
Yep.
Is it worth Peter in that, seeing as Peter's not great in this game?
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
Or Peter in Allbeard, obviously for a lesser for a one thing. But I think denying the...
Yeah, go for it. I like that play. Yeah. It's gonna deny some value for sure. Yeah, seems good to me. I mean, things might get a bit awkward here with the Vilgefortz, right?
Yeah.
But you may just have to risk it.
I mean,
or just
the
maybe
worst case scenario, if he does pull Joaquin, we have still got another emissary, so we have got a Rainfarm's not dead. So I guess in this situation, it makes it a lot easier. But if you have spent your emissaries, it's kind of terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's still quite like like really damaging if you get the Joaquin because you're probably not going to be able to win the round, and then you have no finisher.
Maybe we don't. I mean, that
Yeah,
that
I think it's probably too risky.
that hand looks pretty good, doesn't it? What's he going to beat that hand with in round 3?
True. Maybe. I think it's probably worth playing the
See ya.
Sialak
Yeah.
and the Emir.
Okay.
Probably Emir first, but it will.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's okay, I think. As long as he doesn't wear Harpooner it. So yeah, Emissary. And then, yeah, whatever. Infiltrator's okay. I mean, there's merit to keeping the Emir for his thing, but so yeah, it's probably time to. This is a bit awkward now.
It
But
is awkward, isn't it?
I think Emir and then Menno has got to be the play. Emir, Menno, and then pull back Sialak. And then if he plays Spy, you just try to push him really hard, right? With the Vilgeforce and stuff. I don't think he has a Spy though. It seems like he doesn't.
You see, this is another one as well. Is like, I think I'm clear in my head. When you just said Menno there, I was like, really? Oh shit!
He does have Spy. Yeah, I mean it's fine, right? Because you're ahead in points, and you could just pass now, for example.
I mean, because we've got Coral out, not having the last player is not the end of the world, right?
Yeah, that's true. I think. Well, I mean, you're gonna have the last play if you pass, right? So the safe thing to do is probably to pass, but at the same time, you might be in trouble because of Ceres coming out, right? And like Reses might be a bit scary.
Although
So
we have got
I
two
think,
Imperial Brigades, right? So the value of an Imperial Brigade, we're going to put 4 spies down.
yeah, right now they're really good. Yeah, exactly. So I think, yeah, definitely
But
play
then we
the
don't have a
Sialak.
target for we don't have an easy target.
No.
Go for
You're
it.
gonna. I think, yeah.
Okay.
This is the sort of situation where you're like, okay, I can go for the 2-0 now, right? Because you've got all your engines. Oh, that's kind of awkward, but Infiltrator's the pick, I believe. Yeah, I mean, maybe not, since you didn't hit a brigade there, but
I mean, we could easily get a brigade though now, right, from this. But if we
yeah.
hit
So
Joachim, it's game over.
yeah. No, I mean, I think you actually play Rainfarm into Joachim here, because he doesn't have Coral, right? So I'm pretty sure you're fine to just go for the 2-0. Like,
really?
I don't see him being able to make these points.
He's used all his golds. He's used 4 silvers.
Yep. Like, you should just be safe. I mean, Scorch is the scary thing.
Shit, yeah.
But
All geared Grimace, Mortimer, Ultra.
I mean, you can make the assumption he has he has Restore and Sigdrifa, right? So
He's certainly going to have Sigdrifa.
I think it's safe to assume he won't have Scorch. I would go for it.
Would you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Like, what's he gonna do really? I mean, Ceres comes out, which is a lot of points, but these brigades are gonna be huge. Like, he shouldn't be able to deal with it really.
I bet he's got Gig. Oh no, he hasn't got Gigna. We've seen all his golds, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's quite safe, right? When you can pretty much know all the cards he's got.
So now, whether we get the only thing is, if we get Joachim. Oh, mind you, we just don't kill Joachim, do we? I was going to say Sigdrifa for Joachim back, but we just don't kill Joachim. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, the Vilgefortz is going to be good, whatever it pulls, so should be a-okay here. I think going for the 2-0 is safe. And maybe he can make it, but then you have a top deck of, like, muzzle, hope it's safe. I mean, who knows?
Oh, we got the muzzle. So I guess we steal the Harpooner, right?
Yep.
Or do we steal them because they're worth 9 next round?
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I mean, hopefully there isn't a next round, right? But,
Yep.
So 3, 6, 9, 12.
I mean, he needs
I think he's got Lacerate and Sigdrifa, is my guess.
Sigdrifa and Restore, maybe. Well, that would be my guess.
There's the Sig.
Sig into Restore, is it going to be enough?
Oh, God.
I don't think it should be, but I mean, like at this point, he doesn't even have any.
Oh, he has got Restore because he just discarded a Priestess.
Yep. Yeah, it's not enough points. There's no way. Like, it's way too many. I mean, like, it's pretty tricky making that call, right? Like,
oh wait a minute,
That's
He has got them.
nope, nope, nowhere
Oh,
near.
all right.
Big 4 point difference.
Right, okay, so I need to
And
get in my
like,
head why the hell we did that. What's something?
like it makes sense, right? I mean,
What was your
for me,
main
it's like
criteria when in your head when it switched to right, we're going to go for the 2-0 here? What was the main
yeah.
criteria that for you as to why?
So I don't know. For me, it's like quite intuitive. So
Yeah.
I can kind of just feel like when I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if I had to like you know put it mechanically or whatever, like if you, it's sort of a judgment on how many points you have versus them, right? Like,
Mm.
and you know, even if it's not that likely that you'll have enough points to 2-0, you sometimes have to do it anyway if the situation calls for it, right? Like, if you're dealing with carryover or something, and yeah, maybe you just have to go for the 2-0. But there, for example, like, if you know they've played all their golds, if you know they've probably got these silvers in hand or whatever, then, and you can calculate that those, they're not going to have the points with those, like, you don't even need to do the exact maths, like, just knowing that Joaquim's like 1 billion points with brigades, and Milkfort's a lot as well, then
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like you, Freddie. I'm a very of an intuitive person, a sort of mechanically breakdown. But obviously, when I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to get in the habit of really trying to analyze it. And
Yep.
I guess there were two things there that you said. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm.
One is that obviously we had the Vilga thoughts in our hand, so it kind of set up. When you as soon as you said we play the Yakim now, I was like, it
Yep.
makes sense because the thing that fucks us is we play a Vilga thoughts
Yeah,
and then we
yeah,
draw into
exactly.
Yakim. So going for it the other way around means we maximise the value. So that made a lot of
Yep.
sense because I was thinking, how are we going to do this in round three? And
Mm.
then the other thing that you said there was about card quality. So judging his card quality, he played all his golds, he played 4 of his silvers. We pretty
Yep.
much guessed what he had. We knew he had Sig and
Yeah, yeah.
potentially Restore or Scorch or Lacerate or something. So
Hmm.
it's the combination of those. Now, if that was different, would you have not gone for that? So if, for example, he'd not played any golds at that point,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That like, if you know he's gonna have collateral, then you can't make that play. You'd have to pass earlier and then hope that your round three is better.
mm,
But like the fact that yeah, he played coral, you can play Joachim if you have to. Like
mm,
that gives you the option to go for the 2-0. Ordinarily, you'd have to just pass, make sure you can get the last say, and then play Joachim at the end.
mm.
Um,
Now, the other thing is, I don't know if I got a bit confused in game. You said we were going to get the last player anyway, and I thought when we
uh,
played Emir and then he played his spy afterwards, that meant that
mhm.
he was going to get the last player. What have I missed? Did we pass on even? Did
Yeah,
we win on
so
even or a card down? I can't
so we won a card down, right?
Right.
And then we played Cantarella, so that's even
Yeah.
cards. He played his spy,
Yeah.
so he's 1 up.
Yeah.
But then
We had
he
tempo.
gave us enough points, right?
Yes.
So
Right. Yeah. We had the
we're
tempo.
above him, so he has to play another card.
Got you.
So it'd be even again, and then yeah, he's going first in round three. So
Of course. Right. Now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. Cool. Okay. Multiplayer.
yes, I mean yeah, like it's tricky. There's like a lot of things to think about, right? In any
No, it's good,
in
man. This
any
is
game
really
you
good.
went.
It's really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Definitely learning a lot. It's weird, isn't it? Because obviously there's like what we're talking about, literally, and then there's the shit where we sort of, we both know the game, so I'm sort of picking up on. There's a lot of stuff we're
Mhm.
not saying, and I'm kind of picking up on, and it's all falling into place. So it's really
Yeah, yeah.
good. I've learned a lot
Yeah,
already.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, man.
That's what you want.
How long have you been doing the coaching and stuff then?
I don't know exactly. A few months now.
Kind of ideal gig, isn't it, when you're at uni as well? Jesus.
Yeah, like can do it in between lectures and whatnot. It's pretty good.
Bit of beer money. Um,
Exactly.
get rid of that,
So
eh?
yeah, against Voltes. So I am gonna say, depending on how many cards he's got, he's only got.
He's got 26. Right, I know this deck. This is the one with the trebuchets. Have you seen that? The
Okay.
raw power deck.
Right.
It runs the towers and it runs trebuchets. There's a couple of guys in
Okay.
the top 10 right now on ladder with this. I've got the
Really.
deck. I'll show you afterwards.
All right. So yeah, I mean, if he has removal for the enforcers, you can get rid of them. You can get rid of
Okay,
the one for
so get
sure.
rid of that. Oh, that's nice. And
Uh,
an infiltrator again.
Next infiltrator, yeah, and then Nausicaa Brigade. You never want that in hand, but you can always leave it for the last mulligan because blacklist. You don't need to blacklist it.
Hmm.
It's only one of them.
See, who was it now? Again, last weekend, really interesting line of play for opening. I don't know if it was Adzikov or if it was Game King, but he played Imperial Brigade,
Hmm.
and then he played so say it was this board, he then plays Infiltrator on that, and
Yep.
then he'd held the Nausicaa. So it might have been Game
Mm.
King because he runs two, and then he played Nausicaa on for that to kill it. So obviously the tempo player now, he's got 8 plus 9
Yeah.
plus another 9, so he's at 18, 20. He's at 26 points in his opponent, and he's killed one of his opponent's cards. I thought
Yeah,
that's
that's
a really
interesting.
clever tempo play because now he can go into his engine, and instead of risking losing his
Hmm.
enforcer, he's actually up on tempo.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of cool, isn't
Well,
it?
that's quite
I
nice.
guess we
Yeah.
go with this. It's so easy
Interesting.
once you've got the Guardian. You're just like, ah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just you know what to do. Slam it every
Now, if
time.
if we'd have had Rain Farm, would you have gone with that first?
Uh,
The Cantarella just be 1 point?
Probably not. I
No.
think you really want to get the Guardian down, especially in this matchup, like to break their draws. But um, yeah, I mean, probably would do it after the Guardian, like in this situation, right?
Mm.
It's pretty good to rain fund.
So we
You couldn't Cantarella on its own though, obviously.
so we definitely don't want to row stack versus this because of the trebuchets.
Yep,
So do we go
good,
with
good call.
Imperia,
Yeah, sure.
or would you go with Emissary?
Probably the Imperial.
Yeah.
It's better to get the engines down on their own, I think.
Ooh, muzzle target.
That is a muzzle target, yeah. It's like you gotta use muzzle on that, otherwise problems. I wouldn't Peter it though.
No. We'll do it with
Yeah,
an enforcer, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
think you should be able to find it
So we go with
because
this now.
you blacklisted.
Put this here.
Yep.
Break up the crewman,
Mhm.
and again.
So we break up the other crewman. Yep.
Yeah. And then hope for an enforcer. There it is.
Yeah. Nice. So
So what do we
one
want
on
to?
the run vid.
Hold on, wrong vid. Do we want to kill
Um,
these, or do we want to?
uh, don't kill them. Just hit all the fives basically to split the stop him getting points. Right.
Oh right, of course, from the book. Yeah. Oh, that's a big.
It's effectively like doing 3 damage,
Yeah. That's a big deal.
which is pretty good.
This guy's in the buffing.
That's kind of annoying.
Mm.
Of course, the full test buffs the onward.
He
So
doesn't buff these though. At least that's good.
yeah, so I think here the play is probably just Infiltrator and hit the Ronvid down again. Like your final play needs to be taking the Ronvid so that you can dry pass.
He wants to trebuchet my 6, right? So,
Yeah, so
but
just
we
dodge
also
that
don't want to put that. We'll put it
in
here.
muzzle range. Yeah,
Exactly.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
So hit that right. No.
Yeah, something else. Probably a 6. 6 string. Oh, or the 5 is fine as well.
Because we can
It's a
kill the
crewman.
crewman off, right? With a Nausicaa if needed. So we want to hit that.
Yes. Although, it might have been better to kill the emissary just because we don't have a way to remove it otherwise.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But no, okay,
Ooh.
he passes, so it's
So
worked
that's
out.
muzzle then, right?
Yep, it is indeed muzzle, and it's going to be a bit scary potentially his round 3. So like, there's an argument here to be made for just playing because you guardianed him right, so and he's playing Northern Realms, so he probably has bricks in hand because he didn't play all his blue stripes.
Hmm.
So like, if you pass now, you do give him the opportunity to just get rid of one of the blanks. On the other hand, like, depends how viable that is with this hand.
Do
So I
we
think I'd
throw
get
that
rid
back?
of. Yep.
Oh, now we've got
Rain
Cantarella
Fun's good.
access.
Yeah, so you can maybe go for the bleed here. Like, the thing is, Rainfan Cantarella, you can.
Oh, we
Oh,
forfeit. Oh, great.
okay, cool.
Okay. So my thinking there would have definitely been to bleed.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I think that would be right. Yeah, and I mean, with the Mena, you can like play the spy and still keep pressure up, right?
yeah.
So.
He's got. I'll show you the deck. Fall
uh,
trips. This is the deck that he was running.
Oh,
So it's kind of
okay.
cool. It's kind of cool because you can do things like these guys actually quite proactive, quite large players in this deck,
Yep. Yep.
especially with Foltest even larger.
Hmm. Okay.
This is quite interesting tech as
Let's
well
go.
because I don't know if you're starting to see these great sword decks that are appearing everywhere.
Yeah. Of course.
It's amazing
And
for
veterans were pretty popular as well for a while.
that.
So.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the deck. It thins to 0 perfectly as well. So it's
Nice.
pretty interesting.
That looks good. I might actually give that a try.
Mm. I mean,
Um,
these guys are getting ridiculous, right?
are
Because
they good?
they
Like,
actually just the raw value. I mean, the guy on if you look on Gwent DB, he's called Raw Power, and
uh,
he got like top 10, and then do you know Just Diggles?
yep.
He got top 10 with this deck.
All right.
And I was watching his stream, and he was saying like, yeah, originally the original guy only ran two commandos, but Just Diggles
Mm-hmm.
said no, run three. It's more power, even though you're 26 cards, you're still thin to zero. So
Yep. Yep.
so this guy is obviously going to be an 8 with full test,
Yep.
and then he's doing 3 damage to adjacent enemies. So even if he's only next to one crewman, that's
Mm-hmm.
6 points plus the 8. That's a 14-point bronze. If you get
It's
the three
pretty
damage
good.
off, that's 17-point bronzes. And
Yep.
they're also pretty good shiny targets for round 3, dependent
Uh-huh.
on what you're playing. But again, just in terms of the raw value, it can be
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That
So
seems pretty interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, I might try that out.
I need to play it more. But anyway, let's carry on with the spies, I think, because we're
Yeah. Sure.
just sort of learning with it. So don't have much. Where we got the spies.
Sounds good. I am looking for decks for Gwent Sam still, kind of.
Oh, you still not
So,
decided?
not 100%. Yeah.
Mm.
And the deadline is tomorrow, so yeah, maybe I'll give that a shot.
What's that?
Seems
Oh, Game King. Oh, he's playing. He's
Speaking,
playing it. Look, he's playing the full test deck.
are you
Or
sure?
is it the 40 card one? Let's see.
Oh, it's the 40 card.
No, it's not. He's got six.
He's got 26 in his, does he not?
I thought it said 16. I think he's playing the trend deck.
Oh, maybe I missaw.
Right.
Hold
Look
on,
at.
let's see.
Let's have a look at this hand.
Uh,
He's got 16. He's playing the full. He's
oh,
playing the
yeah,
trend deck.
okay. Fair enough.
So there you go. You've got some good insight there.
Yep, yep, that's helpful.
So I guess we get rid of an infiltrator first,
Yes, yes, I think so.
and
And then probably a brigade.
to blacklist it, right?
And then
Ooh, Nausicaa or Enforcer here, because if we blacklist the Enforcer, that's 2 other cards, right?
yeah, I think Enforcer's the better one. But yeah,
I think so as well, actually.
and you can do that cheeky.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. Rain fun for Emissary, I guess. We'll see though. You can always mulligan away Joachim and then have a better finisher, so it's not that bad. Yeah. So I mean, probably just start with the brigade, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how good the.
You sure regret standing that way.
Yeah.
She was
So
terrified.
wait. So here, I think you can maybe Peter that blue stripe scout, right? Because you don't really have any other targets, I don't think, apart from the big siege towers. But if you can deny the, the thinning, which might be possible, I think it's worth doing. Especially like with muzzle, you can also take one.
Oh, right.
And like the way to beat these decks is stopping them from thinning, right?
Mm.
So that's where they get their real power from, like the consistency of.
Yeah, because I guess the only other target for Peter would have been like once he does this shit and then he commands Horns, right? So he's got you actually get some value out of it, but that's more.
Yeah,
of a
like this is really good, right? So he has to use one of his big cards already, but it's not even that big because. Yeah.
Okay, so we're a long way behind here.
Yeah, but you can always catch up with like Emir, Sialak or something, so you can basically play whatever you want.
So we're not worried about Emir on the spy trickery here, are we?
Probably not. You're like, especially since you played the infantry already, like you can probably dry pass and be okay. So yeah, seems good.
We gotta kill it anyway. Oh shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Brigade?
Brigade is fine, yeah. Like, you don't even need to get ahead of him. It's perfectly okay.
Right, because we won't contest him.
Yep.
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah, you can just muzzle it back. It should be fine.
Definitely the best muzzle target for us, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Muzzle wars.
And actually, the funny thing with that muzzle
you won
was
that trade.
we get +2, right? Because of
Yep. staggers them for Scorch if he has it as well, but he probably won't, right?
No.
It's pretty funny though.
It's not funny that we literally just reviewed that deck and then we fire into one of the best players playing
Yeah,
that deck. So it's kind of
yeah,
good research.
it's pretty hilarious. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I mean he's basically screwed here. Like he hasn't played the scouts, so his deck's gonna be way weaker. And this is Horn, right? Like we know he has Horn
Ooh,
now.
he passes there, right? Okay.
It's pretty good to know.
So I guess we just play out an
So
infiltrator.
his deck doesn't have Tala, right?
The one I just showed you doesn't know.
Yeah, so if we assume he doesn't have that, then we can keep Cantarella and just play next round anyway. Bleed him out. So I'd actually Sealak here, I think.
Yeah.
Just to thin the deck more, yeah.
Even though that might pull us another engine. Do we not want to save engines to go if we're going deeper?
There's an argument to be made for that. But I think it's okay.
Okay. I guess this does put two emissaries. It puts two in his graveyard, right? For the medics.
Exactly. That too.
Ah, shit. See,
yeah, you have to.
So we lose an engine there. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it's not the best, but like, you don't need to win the next round, is the thing,
That's
right?
true, right? Yeah, of course.
It's all about just guaranteeing the good stuff.
The good stuff indeed, right? I guess we're going to be looking to put your Heme back, right?
Yes, definitely. And you want to be I mean, the interesting thing is, right? If you put Cantarella back, then you can play Vilgefortz if you get it. So, because there's no issue for the Vilgefortz drawing the Wakim. But since you don't have him in hand, it's probabably fine to look in Wakim. You just get an extra 5 points on your.
Well, why don't we just? Is it worth holding that and using that as the mulligan for next round then? But then we have to play.
That's also possible. Yeah, so Cantarella can go if that's the case. I think that's maybe smart.
The only thing is we can't get the maximum Yachim because we can't play Rain Farm because we have to Rain Farm now.
Oh yeah, true. No, you're right. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you could always just dry pass here and hope that you have enough. I don't really like the dry pass though because
he's got a lot of power in here, and plus the more we have to play bodies, the more value his trebuchets get and stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got to thin 100%.
Yeah, I would just drop the Enforcer and get going a bit.
Okay, so we're going down the thinning route. If we need Cantarella, we can. The other good thing is if we thin first, right, and then Cantarella, we might get Guardian out. So we might be able to break his hand with it.
That is the plan. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get going.
Yeah. Yep. So hopefully we just chain into a bunch of stuff and happy day. There's another emissary, nice. Another one, brilliant. That's perfect. Another one. Wait, what?
Holy shit! Give us another enforcer. I guess we just take the brigade before we kill everything, right?
Brigade is good, yeah. So I mean, you can just hit the crewman down.
Yeah, 100%.
You can kill it, and then you can kill some emissaries.
Don't think we need to kill emissaries, do we?
One on the 6, and then.
No, I think we've got two. Have we not got two emissaries still in here? I think we've still got one. Yeah, there's still one there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Because we remember we played.
Yep.
Your call to play Celiac is what put the second one in.
Right. Yep. No, you're right.
So we're on max value here. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, this is looking good though, right? Oh, forcing out DJ's nice.
Wow.
Oh, that's really good news. If he doesn't have Tala.
Oh, he might take our emissary. He might take our emissary.
It's possible.
It's kind of smart if he does. He has done, yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
We're out of dudes. We might have to rain fan here. Oh no, we've always got this guy if we need it to put something back, right?
Yep. Oh, that's really bad for him. So I mean, like, as long as he doesn't have Talo, this game's pretty much over. I don't think he can win because we have our finisher. He has no finisher, so we know he has Horn and Natalis still, right? Which are the scary cards, but apart from that,
well, he's still
and it's not even that scary if you go to short round 3. So
I mean, he hasn't played any of his power stuff, has he? I mean, sorry, his power stuff. He hasn't played any of his bronzers, as in like he hasn't played his.
True.
He hasn't played. He's got 3 towers. And he's got 3 trebuchets. I kind of want to kill this 7 off.
Yeah, I mean, so you can go for the infiltrator if you want on that, and then Nausicaa it before stuff happens.
So I guess This, right?
So yeah, you could kill an emissary now, right? In case of
Oh shit. Yeah, of
the
course.
Vico,
Yeah.
but yeah, it doesn't matter. You can just you'll get another opportunity too, probably. So. And this is I mean, this is looking
Ah,
pretty
here we
good.
go. Here we go. So we kill that off now then,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, just kill it. Yeah, do it. It's gonna
Back ahead.
damage a lot of his guys.
Yeah.
These plays are pretty big though, aren't they? So yeah, I would so probably just rain farm now. I think for the counter roll it. Hopefully find the Guardian. That's basically what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get rid of that. I don't think you need it.
There it is!
Nice.
Oh,
It
shit.
pays off.
Right, we
And
do
then
need to kill one of these.
shoot.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, not really anymore, unless well, it's probably wise in case you need to play the. Yeah, this is good. I mean, we're just bleeding him dry, right?
Yeah.
So you can play the infiltrator on the 13.
I mean, so he's used Shani, Dijkstra, and Muzzle. What's his fourth gold? Oh, it's the
Natalis. Yeah.
Talus. Right?
So we just want
No, it's
the
not the
corn.
Talus.
Is it not?
Dijkstra, Shani, Muzzle. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Has
instead
he
of
just
running,
swapped out?
he swapped out the guy that what's his name? Eskel. He swapped Eskel for Muzzle.
Yeah,
Hasn't
yeah.
he? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Cool.
So sorry. Go
Yeah,
on.
so I'd infiltrator on the 13 here. I think it's good.
Really going on it.
Yeah, and you probably will play Menno as well, just because it's most likely less valuable than his, like the card that he'll play in round 3. So yeah, so go for it. Just Menno, and hopefully you either get Natalis or Horn here, right? And then it's pretty good. He doesn't have a finisher. You have Joaquim. He's getting bricked draws with Guardian. There's the Horn. Living the life. And now you can pass. And he's in big trouble basically. You might be able to pull it off with like, I don't know, a lucky
Well,
Natalis
he's still got
reinforcement.
Natalis into reinforcement.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll beat us.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, we'll see. So I would probably get rid of that. Overthoughts. It's interesting.
Sure.
You might have to use him on offensively though, isn't it?
Yeah, we might have to.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you get Vico Varo, then not necessarily. So yeah, I think Joaquim should be safe.
He doesn't run Scarlet, surely. He's played
Yeah.
Margarita. He can't get Margarita back out. So.
Yeah, I think it's safe. Maybe.
Oh god.
Hope for Vico Medic, basically. No. That's kind of awkward.
Well, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean, Vogelforts does this sometimes.
John Natalis into run. Oh, yeah, he's beat us.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe you. Well, if he draws a Guardian from it, then maybe it's okay. I'm not sure. I haven't done the
should have
math.
just gone in then last round.
You think so? I don't think you would have had enough is the issue. Because Natalis is always going to beat the Joaquim when you're that far behind already.
Right, but then he
So then it's
used,
just top decks.
yeah, it's top decks, yeah. Which we.
And he has an 11 strength Ronvid, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, my lord.
big points. Yeah, that's a bit rip, unfortunately. Dang it.
So that puts us on 27. We can kill that off. Puts him down to 34. So even if he draws that, he wins.
Yeah, that's pretty close, right?
34. What about if he draws a commander? Has he still got any? Nah, I think we've lost it somewhere.
Just do it anyway, see what happens.
There's no way killing that's correct, so what are we going to do?
Yeah, just hit that guy. Maybe he magically doesn't have any bronzes.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did land it as well, but he still won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well played, mate.
That's unfortunate.
See, he had so many. So he had so many win conditions. Like.
Yeah, that deck is scary actually. The more I think about it.
We bled out like.
DJ Shani.
DJ Shani, Commander's
infantry.
Horn.
Yeah.
But that is a really, really. See, that's what we didn't think about was what's his name, Stennis. So
Yeah.
knowing that Stennis hadn't been played, and knowing we knew that he had the Talis, uh, what's it called, reinforcement, but we didn't think
Hmm.
about the Stennis. So if we'd have thought about that, that would have been the obvious combo, right? God, that's
Yeah.
so many winkles. So
Hmm.
many winkles. I think
I'm
that's
just
actually
thinking.
his best finish as well. The more I think about it,
Hmm.
is there a
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
stronger finish than that in the whole deck?
I'm
Uh,
just wondering, was there any way to beat that? It's interesting. So maybe you did have to go to top deck war and hope he didn't get Ronvid. Hope he,
so he
don't
ran
know,
instead of Eskel, he ran Muzzle, right?
muzzle. Yeah.
Which is probably better on Pro Ladder. I think on Ladder right now, those great sword decks are kind of right up there.
Uh huh.
But obviously, that's a tech choice. Other
Yep.
than
Yep.
that, he pretty much played that.
Mhm.
So Natalis into this guy, into one of these guys. Shit,
Mhm.
that's a really good combo, especially if you've got Ronvid down on the board as well to then get the
Yeah.
crewman.
That's pretty
It's a
mental,
great
actually.
round three play. So basically, the other option is what? Shani into Stennis, right? So if you already played Stennis, you're
Yep.
Shani and into same thing, but Shani into Stennis into whatever next to the Ronvid. So they're the two kind of short round
Yeah. Yeah.
finishes.
Damn.
So
Okay.
is there so if we don't think we can beat him on a short round finish, well, there's two things. One, we could have rain fan. If we'd have done the rain fan thing, actually, we would have won that. Because think we lost by
Mhm.
2 points, right? So if we'd have played rain fan
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
Joaquin instead of. So I fucked that up with the mulligan in round two.
Yeah. No, that was my fault as well. I
We
did tell you to mulligan Cantarella, so
we would have actually won that. And then the other
yeah.
one is oh, and also Vilgefortz would have been better, right? Because you could have actually hit Rain Fan. So we would have smashed it
Mhm.
actually.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that's probably the one mistake, right? It's nice that you can at least find something that's could have gone differently to win it.
Mm.
Because I was a bit stumped there, like,
The only
well,
other
he had
thing
a lot
is
of points.
the only other thing is we just drive past and went for a card advantage. But I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
that's the other possibility. The only issue is the hand was a bit awkward. Um,
he'd have put so much power down. Like his trebuchets would have got more value.
yeah,
I think we'd played it right. I just think it was literally the Rain Fan thing.
yep, yep, that one thing, and then win the game. Yeah. Oh well, you live and you learn, right?
Yeah, yeah. Good deck though. That really good.
Yeah, it seems very strong. I'll have to play around with it. So
So
yeah, here, I think Enforcer first, because it will be more likely to be on the top, and then Infiltrator, and pretty good
oh,
hands.
do we need to get rid of one of them too? Because we got Rain
You
Fan.
could get rid of Cantarella, yeah, I think, if you wanted. We're doing the same thing as before, though, with Rain Farn gonna not be used,
Well,
but
this we can't do the Cantarella trick anyway because we lost coin toss.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we just done with that, do we?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's always good.
Right. So Henzel, we need to bleed Henzel out and probably look for a short round.
Yep.
Oh, muzzle target. No,
Dude.
is it that?
So, I think Enforcer's maybe better here. So you can start pinging that one down for the muzzle. But, yeah, I mean, to be honest, this carryover doesn't matter too much, just because, probably not going to dry pass anyway. But yeah, so MS every time. Nice. So probably 2 on Ronvid and 1 on the emissary.
2 on bid.
Yes, because you have 2 well, I don't know. In case he does something weird. Maybe that's wrong, actually. Losing points for no reason. It's just like, he's going to heal the other guy up anyway, right? So
Hmm.
it's quite painful.
It's very painful.
So, I mean, there's an argument to actually Vico now, while you have the Enforcer on the board, and I think you... Well, or even Emir Vico, because you don't have another target, right? I think that's what you do. Oh, yeah, in between those two, it's good. Nice. And then, gotta be Nausicaa. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. That's not great. So So yeah, hit the second emissary, I think, yeah. And then just hit the 5. That sucks a bit. Oh well.
We could
Still
have
lots
brought
of
that back,
points.
but it's never right, is it, to do?
No, no, can't afford to. Yeah.
Is it also, just in this like a muzzle war thing, is it correct to steal his Ronvid and make him try to steal it back, or steal his Ronvid knowing that he could then try and steal this? Like, which is worth more?
Mhm.
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, that's
Yeah.
carryover, but that bricks a hand, so I'm not sure.
I think so. I mean, you've always got the Vilgefortz. If he pings the Guardian down enough, you might have to take that play.
Mm.
But I think muzzling Ronvid's right. Yeah, I think so. It represents like so much value for him over the game with
Mm.
the crewman and the not being able to dry pass stuff. Like it allows you to, potentially pass if things happen.
Yeah, because he's no carryover, right?
Yep. So
I
I mean,
mean,
if he uses
mm.
hand salt or whatever, we're not in that bad of a spot.
I mean,
Always
if
have.
he doesn't overcome us now,
Oh, then
we
you
could pass
maybe
him.
can pass. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because he still has hand salt, which is going to
Yeah,
be
that's
points.
true. I don't like.
Ooh. Hmm.
Although now he's really
And he
looking.
has used 4 like units,
Yeah,
so his hand
exactly.
salt's going to be pretty weak. Yeah, I think passing's okay. I'm happy with that.
Mm. We're going
I
to be
guess
in
the
this.
issue is you could potentially muzzle Ronvid back and then missing that carryover, but
Yeah. If he does that,
yeah,
though, we can Cantarella with Rainfall.
yep, yep.
Oh,
Witch hunters. What? That's interesting.
okay. So we definitely want card advantage if we're going to do rain farming, right? If he's running them.
Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep. That'll be pretty important.
So he's probably running a spy as well, right? Because surely if he's running them, he's thinking about card advantage.
Yep, yep. Yeah, will make sense if that's the case. I think Brigade is, or maybe just keep. Brigade, I think you can get rid
Oh, shite.
of.
Fuck.
Damn it.
We have
I
got
mean, you
one
can always
emissary.
just
So,
rain farm emissary though, so
so
might not.
we're gonna. Are we gonna? What are we getting rid of Ryuhim at the end of this round so we can get the rain fan
Yeah,
combo?
if he
What's that?
doesn't play it out, if he plays it out, you might have to just rain farm for emissary, and then yeah, okay, that's fine. So pass away.
What am I doing? I'm just gonna play the.
This
Okay.
is interesting because you might, I think you get rid of the Cantarella actually, so that you don't have to pull it. Or if you do pull it, it's not a big point disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It just gives you the, like, if you don't draw the emissary, you can always have the option of,
Okay.
yeah.
Put that
So
down.
start with that guy. Yep. That's good.
Shit. It was a long round with Henselt to do though.
Yeah, it's going to be
Do
a bit
we also
scary,
want to
but
think about weather? Oh, he did have the muzzle.
yeah, I'd chuck down some weather now. It's fine. Go for it. I mean, you might have the sergeant, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Haha.
Aha. It's
Start
like
the
having a
chain.
whole card less. Yes. Although it might be better to start with the rain farm if you know you're not going to pick Cantarella, right? Because then you can take the emissary and
Oh, rain
no,
farm.
no, no, no. Yeah, yeah,
Are
just
we
rain
not going
farm.
to Cantarella then? I thought we were.
I don't think it's worth it when. Well,
Hmm.
maybe because you can block the balk, but that's potentially the only reason to. And I feel like the Imperials are going to be big enough anyway.
What
But
if
yeah,
he
I
still
think
runs a
okay,
spy?
okay, yeah. I mean, go for it. Just play the Vicar then.
Start with this to
Well,
thin out a little bit, and then we can always decide
yeah.
on
I
order.
mean, you are a whole card up, so even if he plays a spy, it won't, you know. So now you're locked into playing Cantarella, but that's, yeah, whatever. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you shouldn't really be able to get ahead in this game. So, You don't need to kill that. I would save Sialak here for Assassin, and then you can deny the Hensult. But you don't need to do it on that guy. No, no, no.
Oh,
Because he's already played one of those.
oh, if
As long as
if he
Hensult...
hadn't played one, you mean play the assassin?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yes.
like, if he plays a Battering Ram or something, then you can just Sialak it.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Um,
Cool.
I mean, yeah.
Do we
You might
want to?
Shani it back, but... Yeah, so just another Vico,
Yeah.
another Emissary.
Would you put it in the frost or not?
Yeah, I wouldn't actually.
No. Start
Not
getting
that
some
one.
value
Yeah.
for these, right?
Yep. Might be vulnerable to Bork, but whatever.
Do we hit that or not? He has
Um,
played two of those Siege Masters.
yeah, I would hit that.
Oh, he's going to res one. Right, of course.
Ooh, okay. Resing that guy. So was that the only one in his graveyard, or did he have more?
I think he's played two of those. Sure he did. Yeah, another one there.
Okay, yeah. So still don't. And you couldn't even deal with it if you wanted to, but
He's got weak Henzalt right now. I bet
yep.
he's got the towers. I bet he's going to play
Probably
that
all.
in the towers last two cards.
Yep, yep, yep.
And we can't
You
counter that, can
don't
we?
have an answer to it apart from Menno, but oh, not Menno, Vilgefortz.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think you just got to go with the.
Yeah, maybe we do Vilgefortz the 8 when it comes. And that really will
Maybe,
make a dead Henzalt. Maybe that is the play. Because if he has
maybe.
got that play, that's worth a lot of points.
Yeah, true.
The only
I
thing is
think here.
we could we could Vilgefortz and then he kill the other one. Go on. What's the play?
Yeah, so I think Rainfarn into Cantarella, right, and then.
Cantrell in the
Yeah.
frost?
Yep. And you're looking for Menno. Be pretty important. I guess bottom. There he is. Nice.
Yeah.
I have an answer to Bork now if he plays it. Ballista.
Uh,
He played one of those already, so.
has he? Yes,
so, yeah.
he has, yes.
What a weak insult.
It is a
So
weak
yeah,
result.
Sialak, I mean, yeah, I think you can play it without a problem.
With just the standard.
Yeah, just Emissary and find the last brigade. Should be staggered, I
So
believe.
which one do we
Oh
want?
wait, maybe they might not be. No, they're not staggered. So you do play into Scorch. So maybe you take Infiltrator instead, actually.
Which side do we want to? What do we want to stop?
Yeah, the reinforced guy is probably more points.
Which one's that?
Not the
Sorry?
normal. Yeah, the 7.
Yeah, the 7. Sorry, I can't remember the name.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think Infiltrate is better. Like, you don't want to play into Scorch, really. It's a bit scary. Wait, no, that didn't even play into Scorch, did it? Oh, God, I don't know. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Oh, well, whatever. You'll probably find the brigade anyway off the Vilgefortz. Like, he's just in trouble, right? Is this Bork? Oh, it's not Bork.
Okay, so this gives Peter some value.
Yep, that's true. And Menno as well, it's gonna be nice.
Maybe we Menno that now, just in case. That denies another target. You can't res it.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets a target anyway, and like, pretty sure his last card is going to be the target that he wants to Hensult.
Yeah, I think so as well. So
Yeah.
we should probably just
I mean,
play this
you
guy.
want to
No.
you want to save him, but at the same time, like, can you save him? Yeah, so
Maybe
I
we
think
just
Infiltrate. I think Infiltrate is fine.
Infiltrate in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then put it on the Natalis or the Ballista or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Or actually, maybe even no. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, we
There's
called it.
power.
Right, here we
So
go.
the question is, do we go for it?
I think we
I think
kind of
so.
have to, right?
I think it's correct. Yeah.
Because we lose if we don't, right? Because he's going to pull out another two
Yep.
of those. We just
We do.
lose.
Yeah. So do it. Yeah. Good idea. It's only a bronze card that he gets, so hopefully he doesn't get like another
We
tower.
probably will get another one, but even then,
Yeah.
at least I don't even know. If he gets
We'll
another
see
one, is
what-
it correct? 11
maybe.
cards. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I think it's still correct. Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, this is good actually.
So
I
he
think
would have got another 24, 27.
Yep.
I think it was
Yeah,
correct.
that was a great play. I think. Yep. Really heads up. And here he's just going to pull Ballista. So the question is, do we prefer Ballista or do we prefer the other one?
Right now, Ballista, right?
Yeah, Ballista's a lot more damage, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'd get rid of that. And then finish with Joaquin.
Got him. Nice.
Nice. That was pretty close though, and it's a bit scary. Henselt's always scary though. Like if you don't get the Henselt out, like it's always worrying.
Yeah, going into that last round, especially with that, like that play is so powerful, isn't it? That
Yeah, yeah.
like if we
Siege Towers is like
if we
40
didn't
points.
Vilgefortz, we'd lost that game, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good play for sure.
I'm recording it, so I'll be able to go back and what I'll do is I'll go back and have a look and I'll actually try and figure out the maths. But
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think we would have lost that one.
Yeah, I
Oh, we
think.
got Tailbot.
Terrible. Well, we've got the Peter, which will be really good here, right?
Actually, we haven't played Consume yet, right? So this will be interesting. So
Yeah.
what did you
Just
say
need to
about
find
monsters? You said
Pete.
double Peter, winning round one.
Well,
Oh,
depends.
okay,
But
all losing
yeah,
one up, right? Okay, so
that's it.
we've got the
Yeah,
Guardian.
that's good.
We want to get rid
So,
of the Enforcer first, right?
uh,
Or the Infiltrator
I
first.
I think Infiltrator because he doesn't really have many ways to remove Enforcer, so they're kind of safer. And then I do Emissary in this
Emissary.
matchup. Yeah, because you
That's
have
what you
two
were
plus
saying
the
before.
Elec.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Nausicaa Brigade.
Hmm.
Like he only has K-Run to remove Enforcers, so you're kind of like okay to play them just on the board.
So if I
But
start with that as well,
start with
if
Guardian or Brigade is
I think we do that
whatever's.
because if he's got Kieran and he does Kieran that, then we're
Yep.
good. And if not, then at least we don't go behind too badly on tempo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do we row stack against this? I can't remember. Does it even matter?
Uh,
He's got the muzzle. There we go.
Probably doesn't make a big deal,
So,
big
yes, we
difference.
just muzzle that back, right? Or do we wait?
Um,
Because there's neckers and stuff, right? So
yeah, I think you wait and just play Guardian here.
I'll play
No,
Guardian.
no, no,
Sorry,
no,
sorry,
not
sorry,
that.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. Guardian.
Guardian.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so at least we know Guardian is safe from muzzle.
Yeah, it's always good.
It's also
You-
interesting that he went that early with muzzle because if you'd think he'd play that to defend his own neckers, right? But
Yeah,
hey, it's Tailbot,
well,
so I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
yeah, he's probably gonna play the Neckers after they're 8 already.
Yeah.
Um, so here you might have to just throw out the Emir, I think, for Sialak.
Sure. We're
Mm-hmm.
not going to need the spy combo against his Frightener that you talked about.
No, no, I don't think he'll be playing it.
Right. Okay.
And against this deck, you might just have to go for a 2-0.
Okay.
If he's playing like a billion Neckers.
So Emissary.
Yep, and put it in between the Vran and the. Yeah. Another one. If you can get Enforcer here, it's like super good. Oh. That's kind of unfortunate.
Mm.
But I mean, you couldn't play Enforcer because too much tempo from him, right?
Do we play it now? Because we've got two in hand, chances are we're not going to draw into them, right?
Yep. Yeah, you will have to pop one down at some point. Like if he just keeps throwing out big tempo, though, it's not going to be possible. Yeah, okay, this gives the chance to play the Enforcer.
Right, because we lost.
I would hit the. I think you need to hit the Varan actually.
Really?
Like this Varan is just getting him too many points.
All right.
In terms of like throughout the game. Ah, this is such a hard deck to
the K one. Yeah, it's playing it well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do we do it again, or do we can't because we'll go two down?
Yeah, I mean maybe it's not that bad if you go 2 down.
I mean, muzzling this isn't too bad, right?
That's true. I think.
But then we allow him to play early neckers. If we do
Yeah,
that, I just don't think we can do that yet.
this is really tricky, dude. So I think you can play Enforcer. Like he needs to pass like without playing carryover for you to win, really.
Okay, let's go for it.
So just try to bait it, I guess. And you might have to muzzle the Fran and then, yeah, hope that he can't get the neck as big. Like not having Peter's kind of painful, right?
Mm.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's got carryover. It's a really big play as well.
Shit.
Um. So yeah,
Do we muzzle the Fran?
I'm not sure you can afford to now.
No.
This is so just dire. So maybe Sialak or oh no, just Emissary is safer, I guess. Although it's not as many points. I don't know. You're gonna go down a card most likely anyway. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Infiltrator.
Ooh. Oh, we could actually. We could hit the 8. We can kill the 8. I just realised we can kill him.
Yeah, yeah, okay, why not?
We can kill him.
Do it then. Yeah, that seems good. And then hit the Ekimara once, so you can muzzle it.
Oh, that was actually pretty good. If he carries on, there's a chance we could turn this around. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. The muzzle will be really nice, and like his neckers are quite small as well.
Okay, he takes the pass, right? So, do we muzzle
So
now?
I think you. Yes, is my inclination.
So we'll have the carryover, right? If we muzzle.
So the problem is, like, you've got this necker in hand and Cantarella as well. So you need to work out how you're going to use them. I guess you could just play Cantarella next round.
Yeah, of course, right? If we win, we can cancel next round. Or we could even
Yeah,
dry pass and then play,
and
and
then
then
play, yeah, to get cards back. I mean, that might
or
be what you
throw
have to do.
both of them. We could throw that this round and then throw that the round after.
Yeah. Yeah, I think muzzle's the play then on the Ekimara. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I'd go for it. He also can't just play Guardian, right? Because Ekimara 6 points.
Is that the first Ekimara he's played?
Yep.
So
Well, it's Dorian,
it
right?
also denies him any chance of
Slicer, yeah,
okay,
or whatever. Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, this. I mean, it's not looking great, but there's always a chance. Like long round spies is pretty decent.
Oh,
So
maybe he's seeing round 3 now. Mind you,
yeah, it's possible, right? Might not be terrible, but I think the Necker needs. Okay, here I'd actually mulligan Cantarella. The reasoning is you can then mulligan the Necker safely next round and not have it. Although, yeah, so I just pass here. I think has to be done. This Necker's going to be a problem. Like, it's probably just going to brick one of your emissaries or whatever.
oh, come on, Peter. Come on, Peter.
He still has another Necker in hand, don't forget. And although, wait, he has no Necker warriors, right? He hasn't played any.
Oh, we
So,
got the Peter.
ooh, okay, this is interesting. The problem is he'll play Necker warrior first card,
So we
presumably.
get rid of the Necker now.
Yep.
Get Rainfire, which is good because
Ooh,
we don't.
okay,
Oh,
so
okay. No,
this is looking okay,
we've
maybe,
kind of
right?
recovered. Now, this is one question I have here: is he could have a second. Oh wait a minute. Let's just. He gets to play first anyway. So let's see what he does here.
Yep.
I think he's only running 3 Neckers,
Okay, well that will be
but we'll see.
pretty good if it's the case.
He may not.
Hmm.
Do you know an interesting stat? I haven't lost to Tailbot yet.
Really?
I've only played him twice, but I've beat him both times.
Nice.
Um,
Uh, wait. So I think the best thing you can do against that behemoth is kill it. Right. Wait. So Peter first on Necker, because he probably wants to eat that with like a Ekimara or something, right?
such a shame we used him here.
Yeah, it is. What can you do though? Yeah, I think this is good. So he probably mulliganed away his Necker that he copied, right? So there's 2 more.
No, he only has 1, right? But he can use that.
Because he copied it, so he'd had 4 in deck and then 2, so yeah. Interesting. So maybe drop Vanhamar Frost.
I think. Oh shit! I didn't realize he had one in his graveyard. I just remembered. I just thought about that. I think we misplayed that.
You think so? I think there's no reason not to kill the Necker though, right? Because it's going to get big anyway.
But like, if he'd Ekimara, say we left it and he Ekimara'd it, right? It pulls the third
Yeah.
one anyway. Obviously, he gets his combo off. But then if we Peter it, it stops it from growing any more from the rest of them. Whereas this is going to end up theoretically bigger now. I don't know. Anyway, what's the play? Frost.
Yeah, I think Frost.
On which row?
Front.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be a unit there, yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm not sure. The maths is a bit weird.
Such a difficult one to consume. I think if a tournament player, I'd be tempted to ban the Elder.
Monsters, yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's scary.
Because as powerful as Emir is, at least you can sort of build and play, know what you're playing. Whereas this is harder to
Mm-hmm.
tech against and still be good in other matchups, isn't it?
Yep, yep, true. Huh, interesting. So you could just kill the Varan straight off with Sealak, but I don't think it's. Well, no, you couldn't quite. Mm.
Also,
So
why is he trying to eat that? He hasn't got any left.
he's got one more, I think, because he played 3 and he has the 4th from Operator. So
Oh, operator, right? Of course.
yeah. So I mean, just get thinning, I suppose, with Vico and stuff, or maybe play the Cantarella first.
Should we put it in front between these two?
Yeah, no, I think Vico's fine. Vico's fine.
Oh shit!
Go for the.
There?
Yeah.
Or there? No, I don't know.
Okay. Don't want it to die.
Ah!
Vico again. Go, go, go. That means the neck is probably on top, which is good to know. Alright, and just Brigade. Yeah. It's fine. Cool. Made it. So now we can Cantarella and put the Necker on the bottom of the deck. Which is good, right?
Is it? Oh right, yeah, of course. Was it correct to put the emissary in the frost? I'm not sure if it
I'm not
was.
sure. Do you have any more? Yeah, probably not.
Don't know.
But oh well, it doesn't make a huge difference, right?
No, we don't have any more.
So what can be done here is we can like feed the Varan, the Cantarella and stuff, and then it'll be really huge.
And
And we can Meno it.
and then he either has to use that or we Meno it, right?
Yeah, and we can Meno the Elder anyway, right? Maybe.
Okay.
Well.
So Rain Farm into Cantarella next to the Varan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rain Farm to Cantarella.
I mean, yeah, put that to the bottom.
Really? What if we get the Necker?
Yeah, but you're gonna get it anyway with Joaquin, right? If it's the next one. Oh man, that's. Oh wait, yeah, okay. The other options aren't great, are they? Sure, take it then. That's awkward. I thought Neko would be on top, but
We don't actually have a way of marking one of these up.
oh yeah, true. Well, I mean,
We
you can find it with
with two
Sealak,
good chances to find. There are 3 chances. No, we will find it.
yeah, yeah.
We'll find one because we got 2 of them.
This is quite interesting
We're so behind. We're so far
Yeah,
behind.
it's true. I'm wondering if there's a way. If you can make it so the Varan eats the other Varan, there might be a chance here. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Assassinate that.
You can make a really, yeah. I mean, that's.
Mind you, then he has an assassin to eat, so it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. But I think Brigade comes down now. That's really annoying, isn't it? So maybe just have to wait until they eat each other normally, but is that really going to happen? Unlikely.
Oh my god, we got murdered here.
Too many points, yeah.
Murdered. This deck's interesting.
Yeah, it's a bit different. The Vrans with the Neckers are pretty damn strong.
Well, it must be a nightmare to mulligan. He's got harpies and he's got.
Yeah. Quite possibly. This is rough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're done here. I mean, the only other thing is Vilgefortz and his big thing.
Yep. Might have to be a play.
I think that has to be a play.
I think you can just yerk him then. Like, why not? Yeah, may as well. Hope you don't get the Necker. It's the Necker. Oh no. So this is a disaster. Yes, consume's pretty damn strong.
Summoning circle. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that's one good thing, right?
So I think we're looking for the infiltrator now.
Wait.
Something big, are we?
Yeah, okay, so infiltrate the 23 Varan. And then...
Oh, but then the problem is he's just going to eat that then, isn't he?
True.
But then again, that does make the Vilgefortz incredibly powerful.
Yep.
But that does make Menot shit.
Well, we'll see. Maybe you can Vilgefortz into an infiltrator, right? And then it's even better. Depends what happens. Wait. What if you just take enforcers, actually? Yeah. because then you're guaranteed an infiltrator anyway. It's like the same thing, but some more points, kind of. Maybe not.
Kill that off. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just, yeah, okay, take the infiltrator then. It's just then you're relying on a 50-50 with Vilgefortz, but maybe you have to take that risk to win anyway. I mean, if that Varane gets hit by Menno, it's like, I'm not even sure you win, because if he's got another Neko,
Oh, I see what you're saying now with Vilgefortz. You're talking about us.
using it on your own unit, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. In that case, we should definitely attack an enforcer. Yeah. See, I was thinking about using Vilgefortz offensively.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, if
that's a
he's not, if he
possibility.
doesn't lead her here, this could be huge. Unless that's Ekimaru.
Well, the thing is, like, the Varane goes off after you pass, right? So,
Oh.
okay.
Okay, so we get mental value here.
Yeah, wait. Let's think about this.
I mean, we're still
So,
we're only
Menno?
62.
Menno
We're still
first?
62 points behind.
Yeah, I think this is not
But we've
winnable, but
we've we've got to do this, haven't we?
whatever, yeah.
Okay, so we do
Go
that.
for it.
I think that was a misplay by him. I think he could have.
Could have eaten first.
It depends
Yeah,
whether he's
possibly.
trying to play around and see what he actually eats.
It's just too many points, I think.
Yeah, it's for the small stuff, isn't it?
So, I mean, you can hit the big Varane with Vilgefortz, but it's not enough, right?
It's not enough, is it?
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just going down a card is too painful. An extra card even, like, because it was somewhat close. Oh, he does play Necrowise.
Huh. It's bizarre.
Huh. Interesting.
With the Roach operator. Print nest over there.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting there.
Okay.
So that one's a tough match then, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Tailbot. We lose to Tailbot on Game Cake.
I know, terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right. So, did you want to talk about tournament prep?
Yeah, let's have a little chat about. Yeah, let's have a little chat about that. Yeah, because also I guess it gives you you just thinking out loud a bit about because you've got to go through this process anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, I do. So, I mean, the general thing with tournaments is you want to get a strategy, right, for how you're going to win the 3 games if it's Conquest. So, the first way that you can usually go with is just bringing, strong decks like ladder decks, optimized and pretty good against everything, which is what like Tailbot and Ansakov do quite a lot, I think. That's the first option, and then the second option is to bring decks which target like a specific deck that's very prevalent at the moment. So, for example, Nilfgaard or maybe Skellige. If you can try to target them by bringing lots of cards that counter them, then if you just win all your games against that faction, you're fine, right?
Because
So
he
that's
has to
kind
win.
of
He has to win a game with it. So
yeah,
like
exactly.
right now, I think in three to four decks you're going to see Northern Realms is I think is really common because even if you look at the difference between the Radovid and Foltest decks,
Yep.
kind of similar, right? In terms of, I mean, obviously there's a couple of key differences, but this kind of like 80% of the card, kind of same synergies and combos.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the Dijkstra and the infantry and whatnot. Power plays. So I mean, it's pretty tricky to target them though. It's the thing. Northern Realms, it's not.
Well, the Great Sword deck absolutely annihilates Northern Realms.
Oh, do they? Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I read the Reddit thread of the guy who hit number 1 on ladder, and he was just like, "Oh, it's just 3 wins against Northern Realms," and what were the others that he said it's 3 wins against?
Maybe Scoia'tael, or I'm not sure. Monsters, not really, because they're Caretaker. But other things.
Yeah, but even against
Maybe
the
Skellige.
Caretaker, you just basically win round 1, and then you basically just go for the 2-0, and you get you Sigdri for round straight away for your big guy, and you don't play your big guy in round 1 if you haven't got Sigdrifa. So there's ways to
work around
deal with it. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I mean, back to the question at hand. Like, you can't really bring 4 decks that reliably target Northern Realms, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So you have to be all your 4 decks need to be pretty good against this one deck if you're going for that
Right.
strategy. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, a deck might be good against another deck, but it's going to be weaker against others, so you
Got
can't
you.
rely on it winning, right?
So monsters are quite a hard one. I know in the last few tournaments a lot of people have targeted monsters, but they're quite hard at the minute to target because the difference
Yep.
between Eredin and Consume is so huge.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, you could assume that everyone's going to be playing Consume or something, that is a bit risky, and just might not happen. So it's generally best, like, if you're going to go for that strategy, which in like a really diverse meta, it's pretty hard to do that. You need to, spot what the most common deck is, and like Spies, for example, everyone's going to be playing that. It's just going to be a standard list most of the time. So if you can find a way to beat Spies reliably, then that might be the best way to try target right now, for example. Yeah, I mean, of course, then the issue is that deck is so consistent and difficult to beat anyway. So yeah, but in any given meta, that's kind of the thought process you have to have. And generally, it's best if you can make your decks good against one faction without damaging the win rate against others, right? Because it is a card game, so you're not necessarily going to be able to 3-0 that deck, even if you're favored against it. So you want to have a backup plan as well, if possible.
Okay. And then I've seen some people doing things like I know Super JJ went very techy, didn't he, with his like
Yeah,
putting the
against
arch
weather.
griffins and everything in.
So that's just a form of the targeting one type of deck or archetype. And for him it didn't work, right, because he had to play against me and I didn't have any weather, so that just damages his decks against everything. So like you have to be very sure of the thing you're targeting, like being present everywhere. And
Well,
yeah,
what about targeting? What about lock as the mechanic? Because if you think about the decks right now, right, so obviously if we expect to play this spy deck, then you've got things like Enforcers, you've got the Guardian. There's plenty of locking targets right in here, like the
yep.
gaze. Obviously, we've just said Consume is perfect for that if you've got the sort of obviously great against Skellige, always with the carryover, Morkvar, Orgir, Serious,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah, I
Ekid,
mean,
and then Northern Realms, what would it be good against Northern Realms? I mean, obviously, if it's the Villain Tretmath route, that's good, but it's a bit weak against Northern Realms other than that, isn't it?
right, yeah. I mean, like, locks are strong, yeah, but like mechanics like that, you can't really focus on, building decks around that and targeting it. Because even if you have like multiple locks against, Neckers or Spies, it's not like you're guaranteed a win there, really.
No.
And the thing with locks is one is good in a deck, right? Because you can lock that one important target, like maybe a Necker or Bork or whatever. But if you just oversaturate your deck, then it's not that great. It doesn't help as much.
Right, because then you lose your own kind of deck synergy and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I always wondered why we've not seen that. Like imagining a Radovid deck that runs Margarita and what's his name, the 9 guy, Cleaver.
I mean, you do see Radovid with Margarita, right? But like an extra lock on top of that is just like way too much because you already have Shani to revive the lock. So like potential 4 locks
and
is
then,
like
and
hardly
stick,
any deck.
Stick decoy in there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And summon in circles. Just
go
lock
all the
everything
way.
that lands.
Yeah, they'll have nothing. They'll just have
Just watch him play
vanilla
like
bronze.
5 Nilfgaard engines, and every one of them gets
The sad thing is though, if they play an Enforcer, right, that's 8 points.
Yeah.
If you then Margarita, you just lost value.
You
like,
lost value,
yeah. So, yeah, the thing is like locks, they don't even trade that well with most of the cards in the game, right?
Is that why Orcs is not a very good? Because he's only like 5.
Yeah, I mean 7-point card is like, really bad, right? You have to get big value from the locks. So
it's quite hard to get 2 off as well at once, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it's easier to get it with Orcs than it is with Radovid because it's not, it's not visible to your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, Orcs is. I don't think Orcs is terrible. It's just more the fact that Nilfgaard has so many great silvers that it's really difficult to make a cut for him.
Okay, no, that's really useful. I'm going to go in a little mini tournament tonight. The coil. Is it
Oh, yeah, yeah.
whatever. There's just a good chance to
Yeah,
practice some of
bowstring
it.
or whatever.
That's the one, yeah. So
Oh, good luck.
thank you, thank you. So just so I'm clear, just on terms of the
Yep.
mulligan in here, just quickly
Yeah,
recap
yeah,
this. So what we're looking at is you actually think we should be throwing infiltrators back. So that's definitely something that I was doing differently. I was keeping these for some
Uh-huh.
reason, and it's about kind of blacklisting as well, right? So like
Yep, yep.
two. If we've only got one of these in hand, good to blacklist it because obviously the two. So we're
Yep, yep.
taking that into consideration. But generally, depending on the matchup, but generally
Mm.
we're saying get rid of them, then the enforcers, then these.
Yeah, well, okay, so it does depend on the matchup. If they have removal for enforcers,
Mm.
then blacklist enforcer first, then infiltrator. If they don't, then infiltrator first, then enforcer. And maybe not even enforcer, right? If they don't have removal, it
Like the
depends.
consume match.
Yeah, consume, you're probably okay. You're okay to keep one for sure.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe okay to keep two. Generally, it's best to only have one max of enforcer.
Okay. Okay.
Brigades are a bit more flexible. You're okay to keep them in hand. Yeah, and then emissaries, you only want. You can keep two emissaries in hand. You can keep emissary and Sealac. You usually don't want more than that. Just because, yeah, you want to be able to chain them into enforcers. And Vico Viromedic, you're always happy to keep. Same with all the silvers and golds, right?
What was the number you said? Because I know you got me to mulligan a couple of one of these or wait twice. How many are
Uh,
we looking for in the open? How many is enough, basically?
so two.
Two.
Although if you only have emissaries, still probably two. Like, yeah.
Right.
It's just really kind of clunky playing emissaries from hand because it's quite a slow play. Like,
Right.
compared to like if you can emissary, that's way better than playing an emissary then next turn an emissary, right? Like,
Got you. So we're looking at if we have celiac and an emissary, and that's enough, especially if we've then got a medic.
that's perfect, yeah.
Right.
Because then you have three ways to get emissary if you need it, and then you have medics as well, and yeah.
And do you tend to keep medics because they can really
Yeah.
they can really fuck your hand up?
I mean, they
draws.
can break your hand, but equally they can fuck your emissary, right? If you play it and you draw, I don't know, Vico and Infiltrator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So generally, yeah, keep those.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And then the last question is, I think I've learned a lot about kind of like when to push in round two and when not, and in terms of the matchups. Like Henzel, we want to push and we want to bleed. Although I need to work that Faltis thing out because that was really interesting.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
Might be that we really need to go with a Rain Farm finisher to get maximum value.
Yep.
But we can bleed against the Henzalt Radovid decks, against the spies. We can also bleed depending on card quality.
Yeah, card quality is big.
So if we've got all the gold, if we got all the gold. Oh, shit,
if you've got a good hand, you want to go into round three fast. If you don't, then you want to thin your deck, basically.
That's right. That's the way around.
Yeah.
So the only one I wasn't sure about was Skellige. So Skellige, obviously, I really get what you were saying about the Emir and the Spy player. So I really get that. But let's say we get that off. So let's say we go into round two. We got like 7 or 8 cards each, and we play the Spy. He plays his Spy. We play Emir, get his Spy, replay his Spy. So now we're ahead. We've got the card advantage sorted. Yep. Do we then just pass straight away, or do we continue to bleed?
The plan with Skellige is always, if you can, you want to stop him having Ceres in round 3, and you want to have your Joachim for round 3, and that's basically all you need.
Right.
Like you want a really short round where you have like a nice finisher. Like you can maybe go into it with like Menno and Joachim and Infiltrator or something like that, or I don't know. It really depends. If you have to Joachim last because they still have Coral, then yeah, it's a bit up in the air. You kind of need to maneuver the Nausicaa Brigade at the bot to be the card that you pull because that's the biggest value you can get from Joachim, right? So that's maybe quite important.
Yeah.
And yeah, like as long as you have that as a finisher, maybe like a Vico Medic as well. That's always nice.
Yeah.
As your last 2 cards. Then...
So generally, you would bleed it out.
Yeah, for sure. Like you don't want an extended round because Whale Harpooners hurt more.
And his priestesses can bring out Ceres if he's playing him in
yeah,
round 3.
Exactly.
Right, got you. Okay, mate, that's cool. I think I say maybe we played 2 decks, but I think I realised actually 2 hours just flies by, doesn't it, when
Yeah, it does.
you're learning. So that was really
Yeah.
helpful. Thank you. Really
Yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem. And I mean, you bought quite a few hours, so we'll
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
feel free. We'll do another one at some
yeah,
point.
definitely.
I
Of
am going to be away for a bit with Gwent Slam, so
course, yeah,
next week
yeah,
will be
yeah. Cool,
good
definitely.
to go.
We're not. The season doesn't end, does it? This week? I think that is that next
No,
week.
no,
No.
I think it's next month. Yeah.
Right. So we're still in a 2 month season for normal weather. Cool,
Uh, yeah, should be good.
cool. All right, buddy.
Anyhow,
Uh,
I'm gonna go get some lunch,
Yeah,
and
excellent sounds, mate. Yeah, really appreciate it, and like to say, good luck this weekend, mate. And
thank you. Yeah.
if you do, I mean, again, if you have any like last minute, late night
Yeah, thanks a lot for
wanting
your
to
help last time,
practice,
by the way. That
yeah, yeah,
was.
anytime, dude, anytime. Like I say, just I've got a few mates who we used to play another game, and we at a very sort of high competitive
Uh-huh.
level. I'm trying to get them across to this, and I've got 3 of them playing, and so just building them up. I mean, they all sort of
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
rank 20 in their first season, which is pretty good.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
But they're just kind of really getting to grips with it, and I think it'd be cool because we there's only like yourself and Croquis maybe out of the
Hmm.
UK that kind of
Yeah,
do
yeah. There's
anything.
not too many, right?
It'd be good to get a
But I
little.
think there's actually like a UK tournament going on at some point on Strivewire. I don't know if you've seen
Yes,
that,
I
but
have got the DB. It's on the 9th of December, I think.
yeah. So I'll be in that one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it should be
Gotta
cool.
represent the UK, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. It's going to be good. All right,
Yep.
dude. Well, like I say, if you need anything, if you want to do any practice matches or just try anything, give us a shout. If not, good luck at the weekend, and
Sure.
I'll get something scheduled in probably next week or something for
Yeah,
them.
thanks.
All right,
Cool,
mate.
brilliant.
All
Yeah,
right,
have a
buddy.
good.
Take care, mate.
You too.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.